that a shirt or a blanket on the floor?
Honestly, I just wanted to go live so that we could watch Zeke struggle with the Capri Sun pack.
It's a towel.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Fools and Flagons. Get your drinks and chug them. Let's go.
Yay!
Audio's good. Everything's good. We all Gucci.
I'm watching them bars.
Oh,
see.
I may need a D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
This stream is proudly bought.
It's not.
Want to try that again?
Take two. This stream is proudly brought to you by no one. No one.
Brought to you by
There's
us.
always someone. Yeah, brought to you by us.
Capri Sun, please sponsor us.
Good luck with that.
As I quietly drink my V8 strawberry kiwi sparkling.
Get out of V8. There you go.
Great
Okie
Capri
doke.
Sun.
What'd you do?
Nothing. It's just great Capri Sun. Kind of tastes weird. Not bad, just weird.
This grape flavoring is fake.
Does it taste purper?
Does it taste like purple?
No, it
Is it?
actually kind of tastes like grape.
Ugh, gross. Throw it out.
Oh god, I don't know what I did.
I like grapes.
How,
Did you just kill
Nope,
me
nope.
again?
There's
What-
the purple.
what
how are
am
you
I-
making them dance like that?
I don't know.
Give me my gnome back.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I don't know how I managed that, but he's standing on his head now. Okay, well, welcome everyone to session 4. Can't believe it's already been 4 sessions since we started this.
Wowzer.
No, Zeke, 4. Not 4, 4.
Change the color.
The red flame
Stop
candle.
touching my candle!
No, leave it. I'm doing something.
It is gone forever.
Yoink.
No, it's
Just can't
FFB.
keep our hands to ourselves.
So, last we left off, you all invaded the underground of the caves, discovered a secret entrance into the mayor's mansion. One of you, the newest alive of you, figured out how to keep the mimics at bay. With but a simple word, many of them were slain regardless, and you discovered quite a bit of blackmail and other kinds of subterfuge going on. It is too early for that. You stop it, Missy. In the process, you got quite a bit of gold, and you also learned that the mayor's corruption wasn't exactly a secret, as many of the townsfolk were either blackmailed or otherwise persuaded to work in the mines and send the riches to as of yet unknown locations. So, everyone bedded down for the night after a long day of battle and looting and having books thrown at your heads. Kasumi. As you finally fall asleep, despite the dull rumbling from the bunny next door, you find yourself looking up at a starry sky. It seems about twilight. And as you sit up, you realize that you're on top of a mountain, and it is a sea of clouds around underneath you. As you're staring off into the distance and you're marveling at this wonderful vista, you see a bulge in the clouds off in the distance, and then it settles. And then another bulge, closer this time. Closer and closer, these bulges come towards you. When all of a sudden, it stops. With a loud rush, you see this brilliantly yellow, golden Chinese dragon with a head of red hair coming off and a mane around it. It circles, dives, dips, twirls all around you. And every time that you see the eye, it is looking very intently back at you. What do you do?
I'm on top of a mountain, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's nowhere to go.
Nowhere but down.
Um, I'm just going to very begrudgingly wait for the arrival of the giant dragon.
It takes you a second in your dream fog, but realization suddenly hits. You know this dragon. This is Shenshe. And as this realization hits you, the head comes up out of the clouds and looks directly at you. And you don't see the mouth move, and you don't hear the voice, you feel the voice. And it reverberates it to your very core. Your entire body shakes with this deep rumbling that you hear inside of your head. Kasumi, you are doing well.
That's good to hear. I was a bit worried. Wasn't expecting to see you here.
Well, it took you quite some time for you to get on the right path.
So I am on the right path.
You're getting closer, and you're doing very well. I've been watching, and you aren't being quite so selfish anymore.
I've been working on that. But so you've seen the new group I've been traveling with.
Oh yes, you have gathered quite some interesting friends.
That's a good word. I like interesting. That's a good word.
Well, my dear, I wish to reward your efforts. I'm
Really?
going to give you a taste of what I took from you. You may access more of your magic than you had before.
Good. That's a good sign. It should come in handy.
Do not disappoint me, dear. And then she immediately curls around, dips, swims back through the clouds a ways until all you see is the rippling clouds. And the sun sets over the horizon.
Well, that was a nice surprise. I'm just gonna look around to see if I'm still on a mountain.
You are for the moment, but it's much calmer, and there's a bit of an aurora borealis going off in the distance where Shenshe had drifted through the clouds. And the rest of your dreams are pleasant and calm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go back to sleep.
Pez.
Scared the hell out of me.
Pez! It's around this same time. You're much easier to go to sleep. You're used to all kinds of noises going on throughout the night. And you fall asleep quite quickly. Maybe a little bit faster than normal. But you as well, in your dreamscape, wake up. But you're in the middle of a desert. And it is pitch black.
Terrifying. I'll take a dragon on a mountain over a pitch black fucking desert any day.
It's a good thing this isn't your dream.
Yeah.
The moon starts to rise, and you hear a yipping off in the distance. It's getting closer and closer. And eventually you see a four-legged canine trotting towards you. Not really running or looking aggressive, but sort of loping in your direction. Do you do anything?
I'm gonna observe it.
Okay. As the canine gets closer and closer, you eventually recognize the breed. They're very common out here in the desert. It's a coyote. Closer and closer it trots until you're within easy speaking distance, and you feel the urge to blink. And in that split second that you blink, the coyote is no longer there. A wink! But a man. He has a pointed goatee with a mustache. He has long, dread-like hair. He's wearing a very loose-fitting shirt and slacks. And his gait is very casual and confident. You hear him speak. Well, hello there, Pez. Do you know who I am?
Do I know who he is?
Roll an intelligence check.
Oh, goodness. There we go. This is how to be getting my keyboard out.
Intelligent. Are you smart enough to realize he's your friend?
Well, it's more of a does Dream Pez
Is Dream Pez
comprehend?
smart?
18.
It does not take you very long. The shape-shifting god of the area that you reside in, you know full well that this is Coyote, the deity that rules over the Untamed West.
I know of you.
Well, I suppose that'll have to do for now. I know you ain't much of a praying type. But, you've been here a while, and you've had quite a bit of misfortune come upon you, and for that I am very truly sorry. There's only so much a being like myself can do and be a part of in such a wide area. So, I wanted to give you a bit of a hand, if you're so willing to accept my gift, on one condition.
One condition. What might that be?
Your friend there, Vanera, I want you to take good care of her. You and all your friends. You can give me your word that you're gonna make sure you keep her safe. I got something that might help you quite a bit.
All right, I'll keep her safe on my sister's name.
Ah, right, your sister. You seen what she's been up to recently?
I have, and I don't want to believe any of it.
You best believe it, boy. She getting into all kinds of no good. Mightn't be, you and your friends there might be the only ones who can properly put her in her place. Mayhaps. Regardless, you did promise, and I promised. So, he waves his hand, and all throughout the desert around you, shadowy silhouettes come towards you. They're different shapes. They're kind of hard to make out, but with your time, you recognized most of the shapes that are there, and they're different creatures. Some smaller, some bigger. I want you to pick out a friend here. They'll help you out. They'll be a pretty good link between you and I. Be able to keep an eye on you. He'll be able to help you out. Or she. Depends on who shows up.
Well,
I wouldn't mind having a little bit more teeth to help protect me and my new associates. So, how about I pick that one right there?
In which you pick towards the one that we discussed, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
All right, all right. Seems you got yourself a fine feathered little companion there. And the shadowy figure trots up towards you, and the other ones fizzle out into little dusty fireflies and scatter off over the dunes. This little silhouette trots up towards you, looks you in the eye, and then its darkness expands, and unconsciousness takes you again. As your awareness is fading, you can hear the yipping again. You be good now. Take care of Anira. And sleep takes you over again. And last but not least, Brick. You don't so much dream, but in your semi-conscious, unconscious state, you're doing your mental checks and you're reflecting internally about your creation. And as you're delving into your circuitry, suddenly something clicks. And you feel something stirring within you. You're not 100% sure what it is. It's not an emotion. You've been experiencing those. But you feel a new energy rush through you. Access to something that you didn't have before. You spend most of the night searching through your programming and anything else that may have changed as the rest of the night continues. So, the rest of you have a very surprisingly peaceful sleep considering the amount of trouble that you may or may not be getting into. The morning comes, you hear birds chirping. Kasumi, you awake and discover something new. Something that you haven't had in quite some time. Your second tail.
And I'm pretty sure I was in fox form too when I fell asleep. So I'm just like going in circles, just staring at my tail.
Chasing your tail, just. Pez, when you awaken, actually, I forget. Did you all have separate rooms?
I'm currently
Yeah.
on the
We did.
staircase.
You're on the
Yes.
staircase. Pez, when you awaken, you feel something heavy by your feet. And you awaken to find a small, feathered velociraptor curled up.
Oh. Oh. Hey there, little buddy.
It wakes up, stretches nice and wide, turns one beady eye onto you, and then kind of stands up, circles around, nuzzles up against your legs, and gets comfortable again. Just kind of head on your thigh, watching you. This is now your new bestial companion.
Woohoo.
So, it is now the morning. You hear the sounds of rustling downstairs, which most of you would assume is Amanda rustling in the kitchen, preparing food for her guests and whatever townspeople may come in. What are you all doing?
Anyone who walks out of their room will immediately see Brick on the staircase. Half of his chest cavity is open, and the other, and half his arm is open. He's just kind of fiddling around with himself, just like, what the fuck?
Are you supposed to be doing that in public?
I don't know.
I can see some moving bits in there. Oh.
Nothing.
Well, okay then. Come on, little doggy.
just watch it pass by. Life confuses me.
Vanera has her own animal companions.
Get
Okay.
out of her butt.
Kasumi, Vanera, Zahn, what are you guys doing?
I've awoken, kicked open the door, and started walking downstairs. I'm hungry.
Okay, so you go downstairs and you see Amanda. She's going back and forth between the kitchen and the bar, and she's got her telltale limp still. She goes, ah, early to rise, first to get the bacon, yes?
Damn it, I can't lean into my microphone.
Yes.
Oh, let's not do that.
I knew it was going.
Yes,
Right.
please gimme. Gimme.
She kind of chuckles, shakes her head, and goes back to start preparing a plate for you. Are the rest of your friends coming down soon?
I'm not allowed to talk about things until I eat.
Odd custom, but all right. And she goes and she makes you a plate. There's sausage, eggs, bit of bacon. She puts it on the table, slides it in front of you. She notices Brick sitting, and she has been watching Brick for most of the morning tinker at
Cavity's
himself.
open again, just...
She's been keeping an eye, but he doesn't seem to be hurting himself, so she's just let him do his thing.
I guess I'm probably downstairs, like in a corner booth somewhere, just slowly petting my velociraptor. This is a velociraptor. It's not Darth Vader.
Nim, I am your bestial companion.
She'll look at you confused and seems to be doing some mental math. She doesn't remember seeing you with it before, but anything for your friend?
Do you eat?
Do you eat?
Takes a quick little nip at your finger.
Ow. Meat, I guess.
I'm sure I can find something. So she'll go on back, find a plate of food for you and your little companion. And she brings it out in 2 plates. You get the same sort of thing that Zahn did: bacon, eggs, and sausage. And there seems to be a plate of uncooked sausage links for the Velociraptor.
You know, this food's really good. It kind of reminds me of a small little chain in my area, the Biscuit Barrel. It's kind of like it's a family restaurant. It's pretty good.
I believe I've heard of it up near Rivercross.
Yeah. It's not like that smaller chain Cracker Barrel. No, it ain't anything like that. It's the Biscuit Barrel.
How dare you speak ill of Cracker
Take that back.
What? Biscuit blocker?
Vanera, Kasumi, are you two sleeping in this morning? Or are you coming down as well?
Yeah, I'll go down. Gonna read my book that morning for a little while and then just close it in a huff and walk downstairs. Get some breakfast as well.
You just walk by every...
Good morning, Brick.
morning.
Continue what you're doing.
Amanda will hear you talking to Brick, and she's already getting 2 more plates ready, one for you and one for Kasumi. And as you go and find a seat downstairs, she'll come by with it and say, anything else for those of you who are awake so far?
Mayor been here yet?
Oddly, no. I haven't seen him since the day before.
Well, that sucks.
Speaking of, might I ask what you all might be planning on doing? Should I alert some of the townsfolk to stay indoors?
I mean, yeah, if they don't want to fight, I guess maybe.
Well, in the past, those who have fought have not come back.
Well, that sucks.
Might be best they stay inside then.
I'm gonna just
Yeah.
As you are all eating your breakfast and Amanda is wiping down some glasses behind the bar, you hear familiar flapping coming towards the doors.
Like clothing flapping?
Clothing flapping.
Oh, yep. No, this is.
And for a brief moment, you see just some baggy-legged pink feet underneath the door, and then they open up, and here comes Canlin, skipping through the bar, flapping her arms with her sleeves. Good morning, Amanda! She skips on up towards the bar.
I love her.
This is one of the first times that you've genuinely seen Amanda smile. As she leans forward on the counter and goes, "Ah, Canlin, how are you this morning?" And she immediately just gives a plate of bacon, like Ron Swanson would be proud of this plate of bacon. Slides it over to the edge of the counter, and Canlin has to struggle just a little bit to climb up onto one of the stools, but she plops down, and she just, a handful through the sleeve, and just right into her face, and just starts munching away. She goes,
I feel insignificant all of a sudden.
"Are you threatened by a tiny pink kobold?"
She has more bacon than me!
What a woman.
Calm down there,
This
war
is
dog.
love.
She's pink and she likes bacon. She's perfect!
I think we're all in love with Canlin.
She's alright.
I am incapable of love.
You're incapable of love so far.
Oh shit.
I just want to let you know, Zeke, if you say you love me, I will actually kill you on the spot. I just want to let you know that.
But father,
On the spot.
As she is chewing through a mouthful of food, you hear, and Amanda just kind of blinks and says, "Chew and swallow." So she sits there for a minute. She's kind of bouncing in her seat, chomping. "You'll never believe who I spoke to yesterday." Camlin just has way too much energy for this being this early in the morning.
Listen,
Amanda sort of, "I'm curious, but I also know you're not supposed to disclose things of that nature." He goes, "Oh, it's okay. It's just the asshole mayor." And Amanda goes, "Ah, yes."
Brick.
Canla kind of flinches with a handful of bacon and looks up at the stairs and just
Half open cavity.
flap, 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 flap. "They don't work for him, right?" Amanda shakes her head and says, "No, you can speak freely around them." "Oh, good." Another mouthful of bacon.
I'm gonna get up out of my chair and go stand awkwardly close to the screen. To 2 other of them.
She sort of hears you coming and just has that like sixth sense that someone's over her shoulder. So mouth full, she glances back at you then at the plate, then back at you, grabs one strip and holds it out for you.
I'm just gonna immediately eat it. I heard mayor.
He came and he sent a message.
And
About.
Even Amanda is sitting there like, go on, dear. Oh, yes. He called for his sheriff,
Uh-oh.
the mean man. He's, he called the sheriff. Said to come back as quick as he could.
And where is he now?
I don't know. He said he's coming back. Might be a day or two.
The mayor or the sheriff?
No, the sheriff.
Where's the mayor?
I don't know.
Well, that's not very helpful.
Sorry, I'm not allowed to leave my little hole in the wall. He came and told me to send a message to the sheriff, and then he just kind of scuttled off into the distance.
Wait, you said you're not supposed to leave?
I'm allowed to get food.
Alright, that checks out.
Not gonna starve in my box.
Pocket bacon. Mind fucking blown.
She grabs a handful, and you just see Amanda going, no, but it's too late. She is stuffing her little shirt pocket with bacon. One handful for her face, one for the pocket.
Aww.
You're welcome.
pocket bacon.
No, put it at me.
Okay, that's all I can tell you.
You
Thanks.
sure?
That's all I-
Is that all?
It's,
Did he say anything else?
he asked him to hurry. Come quick. People snooping round. Flap, 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 flap.
So
Coming here,
he's been
there,
to
everywhere,
his
hickety
house.
wickety. His house? I think I saw him come from there. He didn't go back. She kind of sits and spins in her chair a minute trying to get her bearings and says, that way. And she points to the west.
Look at Amanda. What's west?
Conlon. When you say that way, you mean from the station? Well, I really only think there's more houses. There's the sheriff's office. That's really it. Just more houses in the jail.
Make a mental note to bash in the fucking door of the jail in the sheriff's house.
If that's all you got. Grabs the rest of the bacon with her flappy shirt hands, slides off the stool, and just starts skipping out back to where she needs to go.
I ain't gonna touch
She kind of
it.
has to spin around and open the door with her back, but once she does, you see a little twirl of her feet, and then off she goes.
You see, she's gone. Now you can leave me alone.
At this point, I would like to look at Amanda and say, do you have any items of little to no value that you would not mind losing?
I'm not really sure what you mean.
Broken cups, plates, small items.
I suppose
May I bar? No, this would not be borrowing. May I have them?
Give me a moment. And she goes into the back room and kind of glances over her shoulder, really confused, but she'll leave for a few minutes and you can hear some rustling in the back room. Is there anything you guys are doing while she's gone into the back?
I'm genuinely curious on what the fuck is going on.
Pulling out my book.
I'm really sad I couldn't hear that because I saw the camera shake and everything.
All I can think of is nerd.
God.
Thank you. Okay. After a little while, Amanda comes back and she has some plates that aren't broken, but they're chipped around the edges where they've very clearly been dropped. There's a wooden tankard or two that either got a deep chip in one side or it's split around the center. There's one fork that is oddly bent in a curlicue and raises the question of how that might have even happened.
Ice cream spoon.
Sorry?
Ice cream spoon.
Ice cream. An ice cream fork. Just... So there's a few bits of cutlery that seem to be bent, fork prongs sticking off in odd directions, and she kind of carries them out and sets them on the table, and she says,
"Okay,
oh, just by all means."
All right, I gather them all up. I bring them over to a table with no one behind it, and I just kind of set them up in a row. And I'll take the fork and I'll just kind of stick it in the table, and then I'll back up about. How big is the room?
Mahogany.
Yeah, you see Amanda kind of raise her hand to stop you from stabbing the fork in, but it's too late, and she's.
It's not far. It's just enough to keep it up. Just like not. It's just.
Okay. It's a decent sized room. It's about 60 by 80 feet. I mean, it's a big tavern.
I'll back up like 30 feet and just raise my hand.
Rick, what are you doing?
Science. And then a fireball comes out and blasts one of the cups.
Okay, roll to attack.
We're all in here too.
Firebolt, not fireball.
Oh, okay. That is a
fireball.
Big difference.
Different spell.
Sorry. My bad. Poor choice of words. Okay. That's gonna be like a 12 to hit.
Yeah, I mean, you set up the targets, you step back, you fire it off, and you nail one of the mugs where it had been split around the middle. You just see the whole thing just comes apart in two, with the edges where it was sundered are not so much on fire because this is very well treated wood, but it's smoldering, and you hear a yell from Amanda. Stop! What are you doing?
Target practice.
Outside, at least.
Okay.
I
I slowly pick everything back up and I look at her. Are you sure you don't want any of these?
No.
Okay. We'll just walk outside.
She just kind of elbows on the counter, face in her palms, and just sort of you hear her mumbling just to herself. What are the rest of you doing while he practices?
As I leave the room, like there's a short pause, and also you should.
Just outside the tavern, you can see that there's a few boulders in between the paths that you're able to set the stuff up on differing levels, and you just start going to town. You see a few people open their window and kind of look outside at the noise, but they're smart enough to stay inside, and they just see this big, shiny man blowing up dishes, and they're just like, shut the door, shut their windows, and they just go about the rest of their day.
And you said there was a mug made of wood, right?
You split that one in half already.
Was there another one?
Sure, why not?
Okay, I'm gonna stick the fork in that, and then I'm gonna try to lightning lure it.
Lightning lure?
Yeah. So lightning lure is a spell where I create a lash of lightning energy that strikes one creature of my choice I can see within 15 feet, and I can pull it towards me if they fail their strength saving throw, and they can be pulled up to 10 feet in a straight line towards me. And if they're within 5 feet, they take 1d8 damage. Lightning.
So
There's a problem with that.
Why?
It's not a creature.
I'm glad you said it because I was like, wait.
So, as
Fine
you
print.
as you are attempting this spell on a forked mug, the energy goes in a direction you weren't expecting. And all of a sudden, there is a crow flying towards your face, cawing angrily. And it's pissed. It was flying through the air.
I'm sorry.
Does a 12 hit?
No.
You're
Okay.
gonna get the whole fucking murder against you.
I'm glad he chose the crow, not the lightning cleric.
You were able to successfully dodge and swipe away the bird, who flies up and sits on the edge of the tavern where you just came from and is just cawing at you continuously.
I'm sorry.
Gonna go supervise our big metal friend outside.
Just
Go
see,
walk that
No remorse.
just see Zahn with bulged out cheeks and bacon and eggs in one each hand.
What, you're
I'm
just
just
holding
staring.
eggs in your hand?
Fuck it.
I'm just staring at my raptor and trying to communicate with it.
What if I boop you on the nose? Oh, you don't like that, do you?
I'm not touching that one.
That's actually amazing. Amanda's just, she hears you talking mostly to yourself because Vanera's got her book. Zahn is looking out the window, just chipmunk cheeks, and Vanera's gone outside, and she's just looking at. Sorry?
Kasumi went outside.
Oh, Kasumi, I'm sorry. She kind of looks over at you, Pez, and just. You didn't always have that, did you?
Huh? What? This little go away. That little thing? No. I just woke up and he was just curled up on my feet.
What did you do to it last night, you dirty, dirty lizard?
Don't look at me. Look at him. He's the one who's being.
He was
the one
curled
who's
at
being
your
weird.
feet. Means that he's
Yeah.
the submissive one.
Well, I mean, he has more teeth than me. I think.
I mean, that's just more danger for you, but not of my business. I'm gonna continue eating my food.
All right. So long as you clean up after him, we welcome most anyone. Or anything, I suppose.
Thank you!
You see her glance over at Zahn and just kind of. Okay. So. With the new information, what are you going to do? You were spouting all sorts of claims, taking down the mayor. I'm just curious what the 6 of you plan to do?
Oh, that's happening.
That really doesn't answer my question.
Next question. If the mayor was going west, you said what houses were that direction? Buildings?
People's
Places?
homes.
So, but they said something about the sheriff's house or the jail or something like that?
The jail is in that direction.
Okay, how about the sheriff's house?
That is his home.
Ah, well, that's 2 birds with 1 stone. Go see it now. Hey, anybody up for going to check out the sheriff's house?
Rhaenyra's gonna just. I suppose.
Yay.
Sure.
Double yay. Well, when you're finished, I'll be outside. I'm gonna walk outside after shoveling the rest of the food into my mouth.
Okay.
I'm done. I follow after.
Same.
As you all go outside to rejoin Brick and Kasumi, as Brick is finishing off the dinnerware, you see
All
that
targets eliminated.
a small crowd is the best way I can describe it. It's more people are either sitting cross-armed in their windows watching. Some people are standing outside on the porches leaning against a post just watching this thing that they have never seen before punish plates and mugs, and just has this one crow just yelling at it.
I said I was sorry.
Stop picking on the crows.
Yes, Father.
Don't call me father. Stop picking on the crows.
Hey, he was doing a great job at hitting those targets. High five, buddy, and I'm gonna do a mage hand.
You have an
High five
extra
the mage
tail.
hand.
Yeah! I what?
You have an extra tail.
Oh, I know, isn't it so nice? She's just gonna grab it and start petting it.
You can see is just one under each arm.
Isn't it so nice?
Just when I forgive the fox, she grows another tail and becomes twice the fox.
I used to have more.
And just when I thought I could get used to the regular fox, now I find out she's even more fox.
I'm more of a fox. Sure.
So wait a minute, since you only have 2 of a tails, does it mean you're only... Does math in head. How many tails did you have?
I've had more than 2 before.
What was the total?
It's been so long. I think at one point I had 6.
Okay, so that means you're 6th... No, wait, now you have 2. That means you're a third of the person that you were before. Fox. Third of the fox that you were before.
Sure.
Cool. Alright,
Math
well...
does check out.
Sure. So... Sheriff's house, jail, we're gonna go kick that door in. Or if you don't want to kick it in, I'll kick it in. I don't give a fuck.
Father kick in the door.
Maybe. We'll see. I'm gonna look at everybody. I'm gonna look at everybody sticking their heads out the windows. Cross-arm. Aye! When the sheriff gets in town, you better stay indoors. I don't want to kill anyone by accident.
You see some of the ones who are a little bit braver and are standing outside, like properly outside, they just kind of go like...
I shoot a fireball above their head.
And they all like run inside real quick. They slam the windows and everything, and
Hey,
Nobody laughs at Father.
how dare would you do exactly what I was about to do?
do.
Good job, but fuck you.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Everybody
Okay.
cool with the sheriff's house? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just gonna kind of go there anyways, but fuck it, let's do it.
Okay, so
Just we're gonna make our way that way.
you all make your way uptown, up the main road. As you're going up the main road, you see the mayor's manor, which you had ransacked the day before.
Are there any lights on?
I mean, it's the morning, so it would be very difficult to notice any lights on.
Damn you, physics.
Damn you, son.
Not to mention, with the way that you guys are walking, the sun's coming up behind you, which is blasting directly into the house, so
Second note, kill Sun. Okay.
Throw Brick directly into Sun.
So, let's see. Over here on the map, you see there's one little house on your left, directly across from the inn, and then you reach a fork in the road. There's another house to your left and one on your right, and behind that house is the mayor's home. And to the left, you see a long, dusty street with many, many, many more houses, and then what looks to be a much bigger one with an outhouse, and just something about it seems different from a home. There are windows on one side with bars in it. It would be safe to assume that that would be the jailhouse. The jail.
I've been locked up enough of these to know this is probably the jail.
How many of you have been locked up in? I don't remember that being part of your backstory.
It's for me to know and for you guys to find out.
Okay. So, do you all go up to the sheriff's house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, give me 2 seconds real quick. I need to turn my fan up higher. It's cold. It's hot in here.
It's cold, it's hot.
He's an old man. He doesn't
He
know.
is. It's bad circulation. Okay, so as you are all walking over to what you assume is the sheriff's office, there's a few people walking down the street, seeming to head to the main street where you just come from. And as they see you turn towards it, all three of them kind of glance in your direction quickly, and the one in the back starts to shuffle the other two forward, and they hurry off towards the main street. So, you all arrive at...
Soundbite came at the perfect time.
You all arrive at the sheriff's office, the jailhouse. What do you do?
I'm gonna knock on that door with my hammer.
Are you just knocking, or are you...
Very loudly.
Okay. There is a very loud banging as a giant hammer is used to knock on the wood, enough so that the window shades rattle, and some dust seems to trickle down from the roof. You wait a few seconds. Don't hear anything.
Well, diplomacy has failed. Break it the fuck open.
I kick it open.
Roll a strength check.
All right.
It's mahogany.
It's mahogany. It's not my best. 14.
You get a decent couple paces towards it, stick your foot out, slam it into the door, and it forces you to take a step or two backwards. But again, more dust and little bits of debris fall down from the rafters. You hit it, but it's holding fast.
I take out my axe.
Wait.
Oh, God.
Yes, Pez?
Is this a pull door, not a push door? Like, have you tried pulling it open?
Well.
I
Break, hold your
reach out,
horses. I'm gonna... Okay, pull it open.
Pull it open.
Maybe.
It's not a pull door, but as you grasp the handle and turn, it does turn.
Well.
I creak it open just a tad, and I kick it the rest of the way in.
God.
Well, as Brick turns the handle and pulls to no avail, he realizes that the door is in fact unlocked, opens it a little bit, and then goes above and beyond to kick it the rest of the way, making an almighty clatter as it slams into the wall behind it.
I just step aside and motion everyone in.
Thanks, Brick. And, thanks, Pez. Let's go inside.
I really was wondering if anyone was actually going to try the door before just
Fuck
obliterating
you!
it.
I like opening doors with force!
You know us. No, we're not.
Which is why I planted that
Tried to
just
run
to
through
see.
a brick wall. Should have gotten through the fucking wall, but regardless, inside the sheriff's office.
Okay, you all step inside the office. It is more or less dark inside, apart from the light streaming in through the door and any windows that are in the room. You see on one side there's 3 rows of desks with chairs behind them. They seem very meh in make. There's nothing special about them. There's some notepads. There's some what looks like bullet boxes. Most of them are empty. But back against the back wall is a much nicer, bigger desk. Seems to be somewhat carved in a flourishy sort of way, but still, it would have cost some money, but not enough to really break the bank, you could say. On your left is another door, and let me check real quick. And there is a cabinet. There's a cabinet behind the big ornate desk.
So, is this like we can obviously see everything in this house, or are there rooms, or in this jail?
Right now, the main room, you see the 4 desks and then a door on your left.
I searched the big desk.
Sure, make an investigation check. As you rummage.
An 8.
An 8. Well, it's a very, very pretty desk. There's some paper sitting on it, but there doesn't appear to be anything written in it. You open a drawer or two, nothing really catches your attention. For as fancy and ornate as it seems to be, you just think that it's just there for looks. Nothing interesting.
Hey, Venera, you want to check the cabinet?
Check the cabinet.
Okay. You go and you look in the cabinet, and it is filled with liquor and glasses.
Guys,
Hmm?
what is all this?
Walk over. It's alcohol. Lots and lots of alcohol.
Oh, goodness.
Zahn, as you go to see what Venera has found, you see a really familiar looking bottle that you would not have expected to see this far south. It is a bottle filled with mead from your home village.
This is mine. I'm taking this. I'm taking this right now. And this in my bag. So immediately put it in my bag.
What?
I walk
what,
up behind Zahn and say, "Are there any bottles of lower quality liquor?"
I'm gonna walk away holding the precious loot of loots.
Right, but I do
Mike.
not know. Are there any other bottles that are lesser quality?
Oh wait, so is this something? So, ignorance, Venera, are you familiar with any types of alcohol in here, or no? Oh, okay.
Nope.
She,
I'm
Alright.
not sure.
Alrighty, let me look in. I'll look in the desk. DM, can I roll to see what they are? Since apparently my character is very familiar with excessive drinking.
at the very least, you know a good mead when you see a good mead.
Yes, but what else was in there?
Yep, sure. Roll an investigation check.
Investigation.
Mhm.
17 in total.
God damn.
It would not take you long to realize that most of the bottles located in here are top shelf.
Nope, nothing cheap. Everything's super expensive.
Expansive.
Rick just reaches out and grabs a random one and stuffs it in his bag.
Venera, you got
Yes.
space in your bag? I would suggest taking most of these. They're worth money and or delicious to drink. And if you don't, I will.
Okay.
Kasumi, you as well see a bottle in there that's very noticeable to you from your home.
I'm just like peering over everyone's shoulders while they're digging through. Just like, oh,
I'm gonna hold the one out she's eyeing really hard. You want this one?
is that the bottle?
It might be the bottle.
And then, like,
oh man,
snatch
look.
it.
Okay, I was about to say, oh man, look, it's going in the bag.
It is a bottle of one of the finest sakes that you could get from
Ah,
your country.
Just gonna tuck this in my sleeve here. But I'm gonna reach in my pack and I'm gonna pull out this little wooden coin. And I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna play a little game here and I'm just gonna set it on the shelf. We'll see if they can find me before this bottle's gone.
wait, what? I'm really confused on what's happening. Why is there a wooden coin?
It's my calling card.
I'm gonna pick up the wooden coin and look at it very closely. But if it's a wooden coin, what's on it?
It's just like a little wooden coin, and carved in it is like a symbol of a fox head.
I'm taking this. This is mine now.
But that defeats the purpose.
But wooden coin.
No.
What do you even need it for?
What do we need alcohol for? No reason at all other than fun.
Leave the damn coin.
Fine.
Listen, I don't want anyone else to have the coin because I don't want someone to do something with it that then looks like I did it.
Okay, I'm taking the coin again.
No.
Fine. Leave the coin there. Key mental note later on.
Watching you.
So, there's a fuck you. There's a door over here. Anybody want to check out and see what's behind door number 1?
Yeah.
Well, I don't see why not.
Okay.
Pez, since you so graciously helped us out with the first door, please, I insist, open the next one.
I open the door.
You go over and, with your infinite wisdom of how doors work, you grab the knob, but this one doesn't turn. It seems to be locked.
Do I have any thieves' tools? I'm a ranger.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna look around for any loose pieces of cloth.
So fucking.
Wait a minute. Somebody cleared their throat. Wait a minute.
Does anyone here have the ability to unlock this here door?
Kasumi's really good at stealing shit. You should ask her.
Brick, make a perception check.
She just like twirling her thieves' tools around her finger.
Yep. Good at stealing
I
shit.
could give it a shot.
16.
How much?
16.
You see a coat rack by the front door behind the door that you had kicked open so violently. It's leaning against the wall now and seems to have made a divot in it, but there are some coats hanging from it.
Do any of them look very nice?
No, they look to be sort of dusters, coats with hoods for the off chance that it rains, perhaps.
Okay, and they're like cloth, they're not leather or anything.
There does seem to be one leather one, but the rest of them seem to be cloth.
Okay, I'll just like rip off a piece of cloth from about yay long and yay thick.
Okay. Someone is going to come back and find that one of their sleeves is missing.
Okay.
So
look over at Brick and just shake my head. Alright, Kasumi, do your shit.
Okay. I'm going
making
to
you
attempt
proud,
to
Father.
unlock it.
okay. Are you proficient with thieves' tools?
Yes.
Okay.
Are
so
you
then
sure?
you add your dex and your proficiency.
Okay. Let me see.
It's funny because I have a feeling I know what Brick is doing, but
No, I'm sure you do.
That's an 11.
this isn't the most complicated lock that you've ever seen. It seems very, very simple, but it also doesn't appear to be very well taken care of, and it seems to be catching and just not quite wanting to wiggle free.
Having some trouble there, Kasumi?
Yeah. This lock's rusted.
All right. Take a step back. I'm going to grab my hammer with both hands and ready that bitch up.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't describe this door very well. It's a wooden frame with a big glass pane in the top middle of it. And looking through it, you can see that this is where the jail cells would be. I should have clarified that earlier, but I was hearing multiple things at once and I wasn't focused.
Well, I know it's in there now, and I don't really care, but I'm still fucking opening it because I'm already swinging.
I was about to say, am I tall enough to just look through the pane of glass?
Oh, all of you can see through the pane of glass.
Is there anyone in the cells?
Not that you can see.
Okay.
Well, in I go.
Apparently not.
No, I don't remember what I'm used to melee, and I gotta remember my melee's kind of like average. That'd be a 15.
Yeah, I mean, it's a glass window pane. You shatter it easily.
Okay, I'm gonna reach in and unlock the door from the other side. Wait a minute. Why would the lock be on the inside of the door with the jail cell?
Well,
You're the
what's
one that
funny is
assumed it
that you're
was.
assuming that there is a lock on the inside. So as you reach through this shattered window pane and feel around on the knob, there's no lock to unlock.
Well, it's a good thing the glass isn't foggy there anymore. Can we look in and see if there's anybody in there?
There's no one inside.
Has fit through the hole.
Yeah, can I fit?
You can
Or-
make an acrobatics check to try to go through and not cut yourself on the broken glass.
Or we get a brick, throw him through it like a cannon!
You know, I do have Why are you way over there? I do have this little goober.
So as Pez is looking around for his new little companion, he sees him over in the corner rustling around. Actually, is it a him or a her?
Alexa, flip a coin. Male.
Okay. So as Pez is saying, like, yeah, we can just do the little... And you see it over in the corner. It is gnawing on the coat that Brick ripped the sleeve off of.
Hey, I need a squirt bottle or something. Get over here.
Newspaper.
Surprisingly, as soon as you say get over here, it rips off a chunk of the coat and comes skittering right on over to you.
That's some mighty fine fabric. Anyway, do you think you could fit through there?
It sort of just stares at you, kind of glances where you point, and then back at you, and just sort of, like, bobs its head once. Yeah, like a chicken just sort of like...
Is that dinosaur for yes?
Go for it.
Do you want it? But what is he?
So are you tossing it through? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm going to pick it up like the weird chicken it is. I'm going to move it around and its head stays in one place.
Hold it like hamburger.
It is good hamburger. And I'm going to shove hamburger through the window.
Are you seriously naming your Velociraptor hamburger?
Yes, it is now called hamburger.
Please.
Wow, this group
HB?
sucks at naming things.
No, this group
No,
is
that's
great.
great.
At naming
I love
At
the
least their name
Velociraptor
wasn't
hamburger.
fucking hamburger. You prick.
Should have named it chicken. A rice chicken.
Okay, so you
Oh, Hamby.
you put hamburger through the window, avoiding the glass, and you sort of drop it, and it doesn't quite fly, but it glides good.
I just realized you could have named it Beef Supreme.
It's not your pet. So
I know.
goes on inside, and it lands and just kind of looks around and is able to worm right through the gaps in the bars and seems to have gotten hold of something.
What you got there, little buddy?
There's a rustling, a loud clattering as something metal was knocked over, a frantic squeaking, and then the sound stops. And then Hamburger comes wiggling out through the bars again. It has a rat.
Oh, that's some good fit. Oh, that looks
God.
tasty. Found a
So I'm
rat.
guessing there's nothing in the room.
Not that you know of, and now Hamburger is running up. It actually backs up a bit, looks at the door, gets a running start, and jumps, and again, not really flying, but it gets some height, and it maintains that height for a bit, and it soars through the window right into Pez.
Oh, it's a good little hamburger.
So,
Drops the rat right in between the two of
For
you.
your present.
Raptor
thank you.
thing, hamburger. Did you see
Raptor.
anything in there?
It is not paying any attention to you.
Paz,
You
can
see
you ask-
anything in there, little buddy, other than the rat?
It kind of looks at you, looks down at the rat, looks back up at you, looks back at the rat.
I take that as a no.
Okay. Gonna have to sorry. Zon's gonna go up and sit on the fancy desk and think for a minute.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing as Zon sits on the desk and just thinks?
Was there one door or two?
There's the front door, there's the jail cell door.
And that's it?
That's all that you can see.
That's all that we can see, but this is his house.
Can
I
I,
would-
stick? Oh,
Sorry. I'd like to cast detect detect evil and good.
Okay. You take a moment and focus on expanding your senses. And there's nothing that you can sense. This, as you all sit there and you're all watching Venera cast her spell and sit quietly for a moment, there is no sound.
That's suspicious.
Is the
What?
floor made of wood?
Yes.
Go ahead, Kasumi.
Can I search like underneath the desk for? I'm basically trying to see if there's like a button
Mm-hmm.
or like a lever.
I'm glad
gonna
I'm not
try
the
to-
only one with this idea.
Yeah.
Make an investigation check, please.
Okay. Let's see. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. As you look underneath the desk, you see that there is a keyring hanging in underneath it.
I'm gonna grab that key.
Okay. And what do you do
Meh.
with said key?
I found a key. Maybe it works there. I don't know. We'll give it a try.
So,
Walk over.
So
I'm gonna try to unlock the door.
Okay. It takes you a second. There's some really big clunky keys, but then there's one that seems like the right size that would fit in the door. Key slides in, the door unlocks.
We got it.
Well, go in there and see if you find anything. Got some more thinking.
Okay. I'm basically gonna search in the room for any other hidden traps, levers, or doors.
Okay. As soon as you open the door and you're able to get a proper look inside, immediately to your right, the jail cells end, and there's a little corner with a ladder that goes straight up.
That goes up.
That goes up.
Hey guys, there's a ladder in here.
What? A
That
place
goes
for the bear
up.
to hide, you say? Tally ho!
It
So-
goes up.
As Zon is shoving everyone out of the way to get to the ladder first.
Is it just a hole? Is there a latch? Is there a door?
It's just a hole. Just the ladder goes
I'm
straight
gonna
up and
jump
looks like
right
there's a
the fuck
loft.
up into it. Not even gonna use a ladder.
Okay. So he forgoes the ladder, jumps up, catches himself on the roof and ricochets back down, and you just see what looks to be a series of straw beds lined up. Where you first walked in and there were all the desks, it seems that this is a loft above it, and there's just a series of beds. It smells quite
It's-
musty, like nothing's really been washed.
There's no mayor in here. I am disappointed.
I'm gonna stick my head out the front door. Is there anyone anywhere near us?
Apart from the 3 people that you had seen when you first approached it, seems to be quite barren.
How far away are they?
Oh, they're long gone. They were heading towards the main street.
Okay, never mind.
I searched the cells.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to see. There's they're basically wood planks with the edges held up by chains to the wall. There's, for lack of a better word, piss buckets.
Toilet wine.
There's some really, really coarse fabric in each cell that you would be safe to assume is the barest minimum of a blanket for whatever inmate may be there. And underneath each bunk is bolted another chain with what looks like an ankle shackle.
This men in tights, Jeff.
I'm gonna jump
Not
down through
quite like that, but pretty close.
I'm gonna jump down through the hall and walk back into the sheriff's main office.
Okay.
Did you find anything?
Nope, just beds.
Oh.
DM.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use my hammer to start smacking around on the wood floor?
You most certainly can.
I'm gonna be listening to see if any sounds other than solid sounds are being heard.
Okay, so Zahn starts wailing on the floor.
Not that hard, just tapping the damn
Oh,
ground.
okay. Well, you said hit the floor. I'm thinking like, hi-ho, hi-ho.
No. Tapping it to see if there's an inconsistency in the wood, to see if maybe there's a hidden door somewhere.
Well, the wood itself isn't all that consistent. There will be some harder points. There will be some points where the wood buckles a bit more. But with your familiarity with woodworking, that's just a structural thing where there's cross beams underneath and then there's gaps to reserve materials. There doesn't seem to be anything untoward.
Breck,
Father?
go outside and see if there's a cellar.
I do exactly that. And also, while I'm outside, I'll go ahead and circle the building. Since I've kind of seen most of the inside layout, does it seem like there's any part of the building, like, does it seem like there's a part of the building that I haven't been inside, but I don't remember there being a door to that place? Like, is there any part of the building that looks extra compared to what I've seen on the inside?
The only thing that you haven't been in yet would be the outhouse.
Okay.
Everything
And I don't
else
see
either
anything
has a
else.
window against one of the walls. There's the loft with the ceiling. You don't see any sort of cellar doors out here. There doesn't appear to be any place to go that you haven't already
I'll
looked.
open the outhouse.
Bless your wee little stars that you don't have a sense of smell. There's a seat with a hole in the ground.
It's just a...
It is
Can
filled
you-
with shit.
good place for the mayor. And I walk out.
Blurble, blurble.
Also true. I'm gonna walk
Just
out.
see, like a little breathing
The
stick.
little reed straw.
I'm gonna walk out of the damn office, my hammer dragging on the wood. Disappointed.
So you just hear as the hammer hits dirt again.
Well, I'm thoroughly disappointed.
I take out the bottle of liquor and the piece of cloth, and I just kind of like,
I feel slightly better. Set it on fire.
get
All
off
who's in this building, get the fuck out!
How do you know what a Molotov is?
What?
Are you making a Molotov?
Yes.
How do you know what that is?
Basic chemistry.
I'm
And-
getting out of the sheriff's office.
Seriously, bye.
All right. Once I know everyone is out of the building.
Wait!
What?
Damn, are there any buildings that could accidentally catch fire that are really close to this one?
There
No, what?
are.
I wouldn't give a fuck. Set it on fire.
I would. Are there any buildings close?
On that side of the street, no. Everything else is on the other side of the street.
Yoink! Or, sorry,
Oh my
not yoink. Yeet!
I did not expect this at all. Okay.
As they famously said in South Park, put it down to the ground.
Yeah, you throw the Molotov right through the front door. You hear the crash and a whoosh as the flames
So you
catch.
guys know, there's straw beds in the second story. This place is gonna burn good.
It does not take too terribly long before the entire place is up in flames.
I look at Zon. Did we check if anyone was in the beds?
Well, sucks to be them if there was.
Very
I listened
soon,
very closely.
very soon, there is a ruckus throughout the entire town as people immediately, upon seeing the smoke and the flames, start making a water chain. Directly down the path from the sheriff's office is a well, and they start looking at all of you, super confused, terrified, but they're doing what they've basically trained themselves to do, and is to contain the flames. So there is a line going from the well to the sheriff's office, and maybe a little sooner than you would have hoped, Amanda comes hobbling towards the commotion. And she's looking paler than usual. She has a big hat on, by the way, to keep the sun off of her. And she's looking from the sheriff's office, now in flames, to the five of you just standing there looking oh so proud of yourselves.
I look very, very uncomfortable. Like,
Yeah, I'm not.
extremely uncomfortable.
I'm putting my hands on my
Kind
hip.
of like,
Fuck the establishment.
Simi looks annoyed as fuck right now.
She hobbles up to you. What did you do?
Well, we's a strong term. Brick burnt down the sheriff's office.
I'm
I asked
pointing
you
at
for
Zon.
permission.
No, I don't remember that happening.
I'm pointing at Zon.
What?
you encourage
Me?
this.
No, I would never do that. Okay, never mind. I totally would. Yeah, it was my idea. Fuck the sheriff.
Was
You-
was it empty?
I haven't heard anybody screaming yet.
You see
was empty.
Amanda looking down the line of people and kind of doing a bit of a head count, just scanning for faces, and you see her kind of relax just a little bit. Okay. And she kind of starts rubbing her temples.
To be fair, man. To be fair. Was kind of hoping the mayor was hiding in the building. Kind of figured wanted to make sure. So I burned it down, not to mention, you don't want to have that sheriff's building in there right now, you know. Kind of stands for a bunch of shit, and, you know, you probably could use a nicer sheriff's house anyways. Don't worry about it.
She just
We
sort
just-
of
You just burned down this town's jail. Regardless of who the sheriff is.
And,
We could have
Yeah.
killed the sheriff.
yes, but think of how many innocent people were locked in that jail.
We don't
I
know
just-
that.
Amanda? How many innocent people were locked in this jail?
none.
Oh.
We just burned down this town's jail for no reason.
We've
Well,
had drunkards and people who got into fights at the saloon and people who robbed things from the general store. People who were meant to be there served their time in there.
well, that definitely seems problematic.
I'm gonna get in line and help put out the fire.
Yeah, same.
It's like I can do that too. Shoots lightning at the building. Not really. I'm not doing that. Well, I'm sorry I burned down your sheriff's office. That's my bad. I'm the bad guy.
She
Sorry.
looks at you and just points at the line.
Yeah, that's a line.
Get in it. Help. She looks at Brick.
Brick goes and gets in the line.
1 second here. That would not help at all. I'm like, do I have a spell that can make this better? Gust of wind. Well, that would definitely put the fire someplace.
How big of a flame is it at this point?
It's to the point of no return. It took them long enough to get there. Now it would seem that they are mostly pouring the water on the immediate ground around to try and keep it from spreading as much as possible. It's at this point where you just gotta let it burn out.
No, I do find something funny out of this whole situation, Amanda. Other than the fact that I kind of feel a little bad now, but not entirely too bad. Wouldn't the mayor come out if part of his town was burning?
No! No, he wouldn't.
Wow, he's a piece of shit.
We already determined that.
Sorry,
You okay?
there's something thumping outside, and I don't know if it's fireworks or...
It's probably the cat.
You know, it could be the cat.
Yeah.
I
He's
was
been
gonna say, I
hiding
just
around
hear a horse trotting.
No, this sounded like someone hitting wood. Anyway.
But the mayor did, to be fair, not asking this, but directly, the mayor did walk this general direction, correct?
That's what Canlin said.
Is she in the line?
Make a perception check.
Oh goodness.
See if you can see the bright pink kobold with pocket bacon.
Pocket bacon, using my nose as advantage.
You know what? I'll allow it. I will allow that.
Hey, there we go. All right, 22.
Ooh.
Okay. The wind happens to shift in just such a way that you do smell bacon. And as you glance towards the railway station, you see a bit of pink standing at the entrance, looking towards... Oh.
Brian.
You do see her, and she seems to be pacing, as if she can't quite make up her mind about what to do. And with that perception, you would see just a hand in the pocket and nodding on something.
Are you okay?
Oh, she's
she's
way
She's
away.
super far away.
Yeah. The wind shifted perfectly for you to get the whiff of bacon and look towards the railway station. It's a good couple 100 feet away from the burning sheriff's office.
A couple 100 feet. Oh, well. I mean, the more immediate threat is the fire, so I should probably not run out of the line.
So you all help fight your mistake for a little while.
Mistake is a strong word now, okay?
It's a mistake.
Strong word.
Your mistake, not ours. Yours. And Brick's.
No.
You guys did this,
No.
and you should pay for it.
No.
As you are saying this, you feel a very sharp slap to the back of your head.
Wait, who's this, me or them?
You.
Ah,
Zahn.
okay. Ow.
And as you look behind, you see Amanda, hands on her hips, just glaring down at you.
Hi.
You do realize that you are going to get in trouble for this.
Okay, I'm not gonna actually say this, but I'm like, I wonder where they're gonna lock me up.
We were all thinking it. I mean,
Well, Amanda, I'm sorry. My bad. Kinda let my, what's the word I'm looking for? Ancestry.
Romantism.
No family traits of burning, pillaging. Solutions usually come about by fire. I blame my family upbringing.
Words are just words. What are you going to do to make amends?
Well, I'm still trying to find that stupid ass mayor.
That is beside the point. You burned a building down. Endangered the rest of the town. If the wind had been blowing the wrong direction, it could have spread. As you can see, and she gestures around to the surrounding area, that everything is dry and mostly dead. They had to pull quite a bit of water out of the well just to pour it on the ground to make it wet enough for the flames not to go any further.
we just killed this town.
Kathumi's gonna turn around with her hands on her hips, look at you, Zahn, and be like, Zahn,
Yeah.
do you remember what was in the cabinet inside the sheriff's office?
Do I have to?
I thought we took all of it.
No, I didn't. I only took one of them.
So far as
Yeah.
I'm aware, only 2 bottles were taken and the rest were left inside.
That was
Oh.
top shelf.
Fine.
That made the place go up quick.
And your coin.
No.
We could have given that to Amanda.
Well, I guess I'm gonna pull it out of my bag and hand it to her. I know this isn't everything, but this is really expensive, and it's from my home, and I'm pretty sure I know who made it.
She takes the bottle, looks at it, looks at you, raises an eyebrow, and goes, "This was in there."
Also
Yeah.
this. And she's gonna hold out the bottle of sake.
Aye, that's yours.
She kind of looks at it, looks back at the bottle in her hand, and goes, "Ah."
I'm genuinely kind of interested right now, if you don't mind.
She seems to reluctantly hand the bottle of mead back to you.
I was giving it to you, but
I understand, but no one here could really help profit off of this, so I shall leave it in your care. Otherwise, it will simply collect dust on my shelves.
I was just gonna say. It's okay.
After the fire has been gotten under control and things are kind of winding down, I'll walk up to Amanda and go, I have a question.
She doesn't look pleased with you, but it does seem that most of her annoyance is aimed at someone else. Yes.
Are you using the trees for anything?
Oh
And I
my
point to some of the
God.
dead trees.
You're not about to shoot them. What do you plan on doing?
Building?
Built up a new jail?
You have to wait till I'm about to leave for this, goddammit!
It takes her a second, and she thinks she understands what you're saying, and that wood is long dead, far too brittle. We would need to get a shipment from either the kingdoms or, heaven forbid, Takatari.
Oh no, that's right.
I need to serve a sentence. Can I build myself a box?
No,
I'm
Dia,
living in a
you're.
box.
She almost can't. She tries real hard, but she can't get out of the idea of just seeing this big metal man just sitting in a box. And she just, for the first time since this whole thing happened, she actually just laughs
Promise
once.
to stay in it.
No, Dia, that's fine. She kind of looks at Zahn. It's like,
No. No. No.
well,
Amanda,
yes, Dia.
does it rain?
2, maybe 3 times a year. She
Jesus.
kind of thinks about it for a second, and we're a few months out from good rainfall. Why?
I can attest to that. It hasn't rained here in quite a while.
Pez, you would actually know that the rains usually fall on the month of Mios, which is about 2 months away.
Okay.
Well, I suppose there's nothing to do but keep an eye on it, let the flames burn down,
So Amanda,
salvage what we can. Yes.
now you're annoyed at me, but I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Who lives in the houses behind? 1 second, sorry, gotta look at the map here.
See the little hand going.
Who lives in the houses behind here that might have seen the mayor walking down the street?
I honestly, not quite sure. She kind of looks directly behind the sheriffs, and she notes that the one house on the left had been abandoned for a while, and the one to the side of it was housed the family of the Abrahams.
So does she tell us this?
Mhm.
Are the Abrahams out here?
She kind of peers down the line and points out a mother and father with their toddler son clinging onto the mother's leg, trying to stay out of the way, but is too afraid to get too far out.
Not gonna be scared of me if I walk over to them, are they?
I don't know.
Well, it's time to find out. I'll be back. Waltz over there.
Okay. They see you approaching, but they're still busy helping with the bucket chain.
So, no, you're kind of busy fixing a completely and totally innocent issue that wasn't caused by me. Question for you guys. Question for you guys. You wouldn't have happened to seen the mayor walking down the street a little while ago before the fire, would you?
The husband seems to regard you for a moment and is a little. He's confused, but then he gets tapped on the shoulder and he quickly grabs a bucket and moves it on down the line, and he goes, "I ain't seen the mayor in a long while. Try not to see him." you know what I mean. And he grabbed another bucket and moves it along to his wife, and she kind of seems to be nodding in agreement. Keep to ourselves, we do.
Is there anybody else that lives farther down this street?
There's a few families. It's like, aye, there's quite a few. Some of them abandoned. Got to the mines.
Mines. I forgot to eat my crab legs. Oh,
Oh yeah, they smell
Well-
great.
oh, I threw them away. I still don't have them on me. Well, thank you, Abrahams. I appreciate your time and effort. I'm gonna go back over to Amanda now. Thanks again. Bye.
Again, they all just look at you, not sure what to make of you, and they go back to their business.
Well, they didn't know anything.
Amanda's still standing there, sort of supervising. Well, there's quite a few people that are running up to her and asking for advice or, relaying information, and she kind of directs them off to wherever they need to go and what needs to be done. But she looks at the rest of you and, well, do you have any other mischief you have planned today?
Nope. Not at least for me. I know about them, though.
Are there any kids running around?
You do see quite a few kids, but they're not really running around. They seem amazed by this fire. They've never seen anything quite so big before. So, you know how you're, when you go to your first bonfire as a kid and you can't do anything but just stare and just like, whoa.
Are there any like in a group away from like the chain, or are they, all with their parents?
Most of the kids, they seem to have been told to stay on the south side of the road. They're not with their parents, but every now and then you'll hear one of the parents yelling as they spot some of them trying to be brave.
Are there any in a group though?
You do see one gaggle of 4 or 5 of them, couple boys, couple girls.
I'll walk up to him.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep my eyes on her.
So you walk up to these kids, and one of them, a little bit of an older boy, kind of looks over at you and just kind of like, who is this? But the other 4, who are younger boys and girls, are just looking at you like, and they're like hitting each other and kind of like trying to point, but they were taught not to point because that's rude, so they're kind of doing it like sneakily, and they're pointing at you, and they're just like,
I'm gonna kneel down to kind of get like on their level. Have you seen them there lately?
they kind of seem really shy, and the older boy, who doesn't seem impressed at all, just goes, "Nah, ain't seen him."
Hold on.
Not supposed to talk to strangers either. Oh, he's a snarky little asshole, you can tell immediately.
Something.
You can get my belt out for him.
Do you have a belt? I thought you had a poncho.
I thought you just said you weren't going to be up to any more mischief. Burning down houses and whipping boys.
But you have a little
Let's not say
raptor.
that ever again.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
I'm going to.
Rage.
I would like to rage. I'm gonna cast Druidcraft,
Okay.
and I would like to make an instantaneous harmless sensory effect.
There's lots
at
of big
the
words.
kiddos. Yeah, so Essentially, I can make an effect such as falling leaves, a puff of wind, like the sound of a small animal, or for this example, a faint odor of a skunk. But I'd like to make like stop eating my chair, you bitch. I like to make like a whimsical, like twinkling noise for the
Okay.
kids.
Okay. They all kind of look around, unsure what this sound is or where it's
So
coming
like
from.
in my hand.
Oh, okay.
Like I just want to be like magic. Exactly that. Magic.
The younger ones are
Stop.
openly impressed, jaws dropping, going, "Whoa!" And the older boy he's trying to act cool, but he's just like you see him struggling with trying to have this tough guy facade, but deep down being like, "That is the coolest thing ever."
Are you sure you don't know where the mayor is?
No, he's not. He has a house that way, and he points off towards the manor.
Do you know of any hidden areas within the town? Maybe some secret doors?
I mean, we have our own secret clubhouse, but
Nerd.
no adults allowed. And even the younger kids are like,
And you've seen no one else be sneaky around,
sneaky.
going places, and then not coming out?
Everyone goes home, and they stay inside a while and come out in
enough.
the morning.
Okay. And she like pats them all on the head.
The younger ones seem ecstatic by this, and the older boy, of course, kind of
Stop.
like tough guys it out. It's like, yeah.
She walks away from the kids.
What were you up to?
Hold on. No. Oh, nothing. Don't mind me.
Can I see if she's full of bullshit? I'm just teasing. Well, I'm thoroughly confused on what to do. Usually I solve my problems by burning down. Hitting things with hammer. So, yeah, I don't really know where to go from here.
I mean, we know that the sheriff is going to be coming back in town pretty soon. I'm guessing.
Nice, though.
Well, there's nothing stopping us from just holding out here and maybe setting up an ambush.
Well, the warrior in me thinks ambushing is cowardice. The soldier in me knows that it's usually worth doing for strategic. It
But I'm
makes
sure
sense.
we can pay off some of our debts, primarily burning down this building, by helping around the town, see if we can help a lot of the townsfolk get ready for probably a pretty big shootout. Because I don't know about you, but I don't really want no one else getting hurt, except for the people who deserve to be hurt, or any other buildings getting damaged that shouldn't be damaged.
While I reluctantly agree, I agree.
Amanda, you said that there was a general store?
She takes a second to reply to you. She's speaking with another townsperson. Sorry, Dia. Can you say again?
You mentioned that there was a general store?
Oh, yes. It's a little further down the road from my own establishment. You'd be looking for Thomas Hudson.
Thank you.
Out of character, I think your sound thing's looping. And a very annoying, very annoying.
It's just that crow that's still pissed at Brick.
It's like, I was like, oh man, it's just a long time, but I hear the click in the background over and over again.
Well, it would seem that my tabletop thing has frozen, so that would explain quite a bit.
Just blame the raptor for funny another rat.
Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah. The game froze
Yeah.
me.
I like it.
I'd been slightly distracted by the TV or something in Kirsten's background.
Sorry.
How dare.
What was his name? Thomas what?
Thomas Hudson.
And who was this again?
I have noise suppression on.
So we should log out and get back in.
Yeah, I'm launching it up again. So that's
There.
wunderbar. So yes, the general store is to the south of the tavern. Let's see. What am I missing?
Me.
Oh, there you are.
Me.
I think I sent you one.
Yeah. I'm still stuck in the old one.
Ah.
I had an Alt F4 out of it.
Give me just a second. I'm gonna let Bo out.
Okay.
There.
Technical difficulties. Do 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 do. No,
In the
so you can
meantime,
see-
we can go to an ad break. Paper crafts. You can craft anything out of paper, like this little dinosaur head. Yeah.
Oh.
you got it.
I'm looking forward to seeing your companion develop into a puppet.
I mean, I could probably 3D print a little skull and put some foam around it.
You
I was gonna
probably
say, 3D printing, here we come.
could. Just so you can sit there and just pet it. This is my companion.
It was really difficult choosing an animal companion because there were so many.
Mhm.
I think that one's highly appropriate for your character, though.
Mhm.
Alright, I'm back in.
There we go. Alrighty. Is there anything that you guys would like to do or discuss while we wait for Venera to come back? Which I see a puppy, so.
I will look at Amanda and say, in the interest of not making another mistake, well, the sheriff and mayor are, in fact, not good. Yes?
That would be the nicest way of putting it, yes. No, I do not believe anyone here would miss them much.
Understood.
Do you
Is
think
the
it'd
mine
be
back up and running?
Say again, sorry?
Is the mine back up and running?
No, it's only been a day, and many of the miners are still a bit in shock.
That could be a good battleground. It worked once before.
That is a good idea. What's your opinion on death? Like, you want to keep these people to, like, try them for their crimes, or should we just let our two murder hobos kill everything?
As much as it pains me to say, the sheriff is a lackey. He just sort of the muscle is the best way I could put it. The mayor probably need to ask him some questions. He has much to answer for, and I'm not sure we can get everything on our own if he is dead.
So kill the mayor and his posse, and kill the sheriff and his posse, and keep the mayor alive.
I believe that would be the better option.
We could just go wait for the mayor at his house.
Yeah, there's no use in clogging up your fine establishment with our rabble rousing. So we could probably hold up in his place. If he shows up early, then we'll jump him.
I don't see any reason to tell you no. I know he has various means of protecting himself in his home, but the five of you...
Speaking of that, in his home, I got attacked by a carpet. Has that ever happened to you or anyone else around here? Like random items coming at you and trying to eat you? Like a chest or a carpet or a piano?
Not many other than him and the sheriff go to his home. He's not a social butterfly.
Interesting.
So, if you wish to lay in wait in his home, I suppose that's fine.
Gonna notice at this point, then Zahn is pacing back and forth.
Why are you pacing? What's going on?
You just hear him blurt out, "Damn passy Vanderluk! Han perfect so die!"
I don't speak that language.
Don't worry about it.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna...
Would
Would any of us have understood that?
would Vanera know?
Kasumi, you wouldn't know what he said, but the language is familiar. It's a place you've been before. It's the common language of Rokasing in the north.
Okay. And I do apologize. Sorry, I was taking care of the background noise. So what did he say? Like, I guess context of it real quick. Sorry.
Oh,
pacing back and forth angrily.
and Pez asked him what had him all riled up, and he just started spouting out words.
I'll take a mental note of that.
Shall we?
Well,
Fine.
you all are more than welcome to have lunch in the inn if you so wish. As she's saying this, most of you would realize that the sun is directly overhead, and there's almost no shadows on the ground.
About what, lunchtime? 12? That's right.
It's
You
high
just said
noon.
I was about to say, you just said you can have lunch. Dirt! Fucking.
The bunny's still jet lagged.
Damn flying machines.
Did everyone go back to their houses, to their shops?
There's quite a few that are still standing around, kind of keeping watch on the flames as you're standing around conversing with Amanda. Most of them have moved back to what they were doing before. Some of them are going home. Some of them seem to be going back to the main street. and every now and then you'll see someone come up, speak to another, and they'll trade positions. But the house is... There's still flames licking the structure, but it's not nearly as high. It's still a fairly decent plume of smoke, but it seems to be winding itself down at this point. It's been it's been an hour or so since the whole thing started.
I suppose lunch would be a good idea.
Good.
Oh.
Zahn can clean.
I'm
Agreed.
not eating.
I didn't say you were. You were cleaning.
Fine.
So, do you all go with Amanda back to the tavern?
Yes.
Lunch is had.
Hooray.
Slurp.
Okay, so you all go back to the inn. Amanda makes you. She kind of makes you some sandwiches. Gets out some water that's relatively clean. Since it's been a nice, lovely, hot day in the town with a fire going on.
Oh, the well water went to the damn fire.
Well, she didn't go out to the well for this. There seemed to have been some stored in a jug. So, what are you all doing?
Cleaning dishes, apparently.
You are cleaning dishes.
Amanda, what time does the general store close?
That is a very good question. Thomas usually closes up around late afternoon when the sun starts to dip. I'm sure he's there now if you wish to go speak with him.
Yes, please.
Okay. So do you head to the general store?
Announce that I'm going to the general store.
I'm
Announced.
Sonia.
It has been announced. If
I'll
anyone
tag
would care
along.
to join me.
I'm not in the same rooms.
Yeah. As you two are walking out, you get a glimpse into the back of Zahn with an apron, elbows deep in some soapy water.
Fuck that. I'm not wearing an apron. I don't care what the fuck I'm doing. I will
It's a
wash
good look.
Okay.
So Kasumi walks past the door. You just see this.
She just does this. Ah!
Okay.
So all three of y'all are going to the general store? Or is it just the two?
Just the two.
Just the two? I'll look between Zahn and the two leaving. And slowly go to the general store with them.
Kasumi, what are you doing while the other three are going to the store?
I'm basically just kind of hanging out in the inn to just keep an eye in case we have any visitors.
Okay. We shall circle back to you as the three others go to the general store.
The general.
The general store, yes. So, you all leave the tavern and you hang a left and go further south down the main street. And, sorry, trying to find me notes. Okay. As you get to the store and you push open the door, it's got window panes all over. There's a kind of a big pane window with some of the goods displayed just inside. And as you walk inside, there's short counters. There's shelves all along the wall. You have some islands with various goods stacked up on the middle of it. There's food, there's chewing tobacco, there seems to be a couple boxes of ammunition, rope, various kinds of tools. It is very much a general store. There's no specific item that he would be selling. It's just a conglomeration of a bunch of different things. But what stands out the most to you is there's fishing nets and harpoons and oars and just all kinds of aquatic decorations all around the walls that aren't covered in goods. And behind the counter, you see a somewhat older male human. He has long, wavy auburn hair and blue eyes. His skin is very tan. He's about 5'11", very tall. Seems to be going to seed just a little bit. Like, he's still fairly well built, but he's not exactly taking care of himself.
Same.
He's got a short beard and a very obvious tattoo of a shark on his neck.
What kind of shark?
It just looks like a... I
It's a
don't know.
hammerhead.
It's a shark. It's just a little shark.
It's a hammerhead.
Okay, fine. It's a hammerhead shark. I hadn't thought that far ahead. So as you three walk in, he seems very jovial and goes, "Ah, welcome, welcome. New faces. How can I help you?"
You have a lot of boating things for not being near the water.
It's just a hobby of mine. Always wanted to be a sailor, but nope, took over the family business.
Man, you should have brought me along.
Brick will slowly walk over to a random item and just pick it up and start examining it.
Like one of his knickknacks or something that's like for sale. Just anything.
Take your pick. I'll roll a d20. I don't care. Like, he literally doesn't know what any of this stuff is.
Yeah, sure. Roll a d20.
Okay. 6.
Okay. You pick up a like an old lantern. So it's got a metal base, glass body, and a handle on the top.
Rick, please don't break that. Put it down gently. Thank you. Is there anything magical per se, or is this literally just like a general store? Not necessarily. I guess that's not necessarily magical, but are there any like clothing items?
You do see in one corner there seems to be some bits of clothing that seem to be pants, shirts, some dusters, boots. It's okay. We're not flagged as a kids stream, so
You can just wheel your chair over there.
give him some privacy. Gosh.
Sure.
From the naked eye, there doesn't appear to be anything overtly magical. There's nothing floating. There's nothing just glowing in the corner.
Okay.
Anything I can help you find?
We're trying to find the mayor.
Fresh out of them. We have the one. We don't even want that one.
Do you by chance know where he would go if he couldn't be found?
He's not at home.
Not that we've seen.
Can't rightly remember seeing him anywhere but at his home, or maybe in the tavern giving off one of his speeches about his superiority. Fat little shit.
No, he hasn't been there either.
Dunno. Haven't seen his little goons either.
No. That was all that I came to ask. Pez, Brick, do you have anything?
You turn around and you just see Brick's holding another item.
Put it down! You're gonna break something.
Out of curiosity, what was I holding that time?
You were holding a mirror.
That's like 7 years bad luck. You don't want that if you broke that. And I'm not fixing that curse.
I can.
But
Don't look at
would
me, I'm
you?
very superstitious.
Fuck no.
So, Hmm?
You wouldn't happen to have any ammunition, would you?
got a couple? What you need?
Well, I mean, bolts for a crossbow and maybe some bullets.
Crossbow bolts, easy enough to do. Let me find where they are.
Because I used a lot of those.
Be 7 silver for 20 bolts.
Oh, hell of a deal. Hell
Well.
yeah.
Not many people buy these, so make them cheap so I can get them out.
You said 7 silver?
7 for 20.
All right.
How many are you buying?
Just the 20.
Just the 20? Okay. Let's see. Bullets. Got a few. Not as much as I would like to have. The sheriff kind of helps himself.
How much? Let's see. Last encounter, I used, what, 1 shot, right?
Were you using the shotgun? Was that it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you've only shot it the once.
Okay, well then I'm fine on that. So,
Never mind. I'm good on bullets.
Any bullets? Any bullets for a single action CR cap gun?
Oh, yeah, hey, he's warring between his curiosity of you and his business side. He eventually just goes, let me check. And he'll go walk back behind the counter after having fetched the bolts for Pez. And you hear a little bit of rummaging, and he comes out and goes, got a box of 24. 5 gold pieces.
I'll take it.
Okay, he slides the box towards you, takes the gold, puts it in the till. You hear a nice little ching.
Does Veneer notice anything unusual in this store?
Unusual in what way? Apart from the random bits of like fake fish and other memorabilia.
Stuff that something that seems like out of place, not like the fish memorabilia, but an item that maybe wouldn't necessarily be easy to get. Just something different than maybe what a normal general store would carry.
Oh, let's see.
Looking for the strange and unusual.
Let's get through my notes to see what he's got. Do.
Kisses.
No kisses.
Kisses.
No. I am so sorry. I'm having so much trouble trying to find my notes on this guy.
You're fine.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So you see most of the shelves are just a clutter of things. You'll see like multiple boxes of like chewing gum. You'll see tobacco, different foods, jars, cans. Everything seems to be just kind of jammed up against each other. But behind the counter, there's a shelf with 1 jar on it, and it is a black labeled jar. It's like a midnighty purple colored jar.
What's that?
What's that? That!
Mm-hmm.
That is one of a kind straight from Locust Harbor. Can't really find anything like that out this way unless you're willing to go to the orc encampments.
So correct, it's alcohol.
No. You.
I'm not in. I'm
you
not with
do-
you guys.
He's not.
Oh,
he's not there.
right. I forgot
I'm
you
just
weren't
like out
there.
of character.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so what is it?
He goes back behind the counter and he pulls the bottle out, and you see it's about yay big, and it's got a cork in it, and on the front it says, man, I can't even read that. Jar of leeches.
Ugh.
Yeah.
This little beauty is full of mystical healing leeches.
How much?
He seems a little taken aback by it and goes, kind of looks you over, kind of looks at your friends and how much they spent and says,
Does he notice?
notice what?
Does he notice
Wink.
her
I'm confused.
like a child, like what a kid?
Oh, him? No.
No, okay,
No, he's older.
but still,
No,
no.
he doesn't notice. Okay.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's
No, he does not notice, and he kind of scrutinizes you for a little bit. Just kind of looks at kind of what you're wearing, and 150.
you said they're healing.
Oh, aye. There's quite a few in here. Sorry, 1 second. Let me read up.
I
on
know
this,
if
make
he's
sure.
bullshitting. Would Veneer know?
Only had
Make an
someone
insight
really
check.
Oh, God.
good. Only you had the button.
Oh, insight's not that bad. Nim, if these dice fail me,
I hope not.
be very upset.
Do they fail you?
It's a natural 1.
All right. All right.
Plus 3, so 4.
Well, he certainly seems to believe what he is saying.
You wouldn't be able to knock down that price for a friend, would you? And I lift up my poncho to reveal my my little
Oh, shit.
mercenary thing.
Make a persuasion check.
Shit.
Persuasion. Where the heck is that? Oh, there it is.
What are D&D Beyond?
You mother. butthole. Nope. All right.
What's your roll?
A natural 1 plus 2, so 3. Let me
Why
try
are we
real dice.
sucking?
I'm gonna try real dice. Hold on, because D&D Beyond screwed me over.
I'll allow
Where
it.
the heck is it? Where's my?
Yeah, I usually do the electronic dice after my real dice fail me too many times.
Yeah, once the real dice go in the jail, it's time to go electronic.
About all my heckin' dice. Move over, you dice. Okay, that's a little bit better. 17. That's a lot better. Jesus.
Better. That's a lot better than a 1.
Your bowl
He
is
kinda-
just a few
He kind of looks at you for a second. It's like, well, you did.
Hey, we didn't do it.
You weren't the ones that killed the things in the mines?
Oh
No,
yeah,
we
we
were.
did. Oh right, we did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we did that.
yeah. Don't look outside.
Why? What's outside?
Have you seen this raptor? Look at him. He's so precious. His name's Hamburger.
Hamburger.
Yeah.
Well, he kind of reaches out to kind of pat it on the head. Does it bite him?
Nah.
Okay. Well, suppose I could knock 25 off for mercenary. And you did help with the town. But these ain't normal leeches. They're really good.
What happens if you open the bottle?
Bunk. Nothing seems to happen.
Can she look? Can she?
You hear some very thick sloshing.
Oh, oh, She counts out 125 gold pieces.
I'll help you with that. I'll give you. I'll go in half. So what's half of 125? 75?
No.
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 Wait, you said 125?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's 62 and a half.
62.
So 62. Just 62.5. I'm just gonna say 60. I'll do 63. You do 62 or 60.
All right.
Whatever.
Okay. He slides the jar over to you,
I got a
Vanera.
jar of leeches. I got a jar of leeches. I got a jar of leeches. And guess what's inside?
Beaches.
Where are you? There you go.
Stuffs it in a bag.
The spirit
Vanera,
of
if you will
Kelpie is
check
somewhere.
Discord for the item you just bought. Okay. While she's reading that over, is there anything anyone else needed to get?
As they both turn around, I'm once
Bugs
again
wiggle.
holding a new item.
Put that down.
Hang on, I gotta find something good here. He was holding a drum. Because why
A
not?
snare drum?
Just a rawhide drum, just kind of like
Actually,
boom,
don't
boom, boom.
Oh, okay.
Do I already have a drum? Wait, do I? No, I don't. Okay. No, I do not have a drum. I have a dice set. Can't ever
So
remember, do I have a gambling set or a drum?
Yes. Yes, that is correct.
okay.
So, is there anything else you would like to do in the general store? If not, what is the plan?
Are there any little hats?
Little hats?
Oh, wait a minute. No. I know what she's doing.
Are there any little hats?
Yeah, you can find some hats.
Raptor size hat.
Oh, raptor size hats. Not here. No, you would see hats meant for peoples.
Dang it. Okay.
But my raptor's sitting like a people. He's weird. Why are you sitting like a people? You're so weird.
Sip some tea. Well, my good sir.
Where'd you get the monocle from?
Rick, are you good?
Sorry?
Rick, are you good?
As you say, there's like a hand reaching out toward another item. Yes.
Yeah,
You have no idea what half these items are, do you?
No.
That's okay.
They go boom?
No, none of them. Well, maybe.
A few of them kind of probably do.
Some of them probably do go boom. No,
He
you
starts
don't. Rick.
frantically looking
No,
around.
no. Out.
I grab an arm and
Ouch!
Tug him out.
You grab an arm and you try to pull it. Just.
I probably grab a finger and that's like as big as my arm.
You're probably not wrong. But I will slowly let myself be led away.
Okay, so you all leave the general store.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As you walk out the door, come back anytime.
I carry my jar of leeches. Yeah.
Okay. So while they were in the shop, Kasumi and Zan, were either of you doing anything interesting, or anything you wanted to do while this was all going down?
DMs.
Ooh, everyone's sliding into his DMs. I'm not.
Maybe just chilling.
Okie doke. Would this just be appearing, or would there be a noticeable source?
Oh wait, enough.
Okie doke. Well, do the three of you go back to the inn?
Yes.
Okay. As you're walking back to the inn, you notice that there seems to be some clouds hovering over the inn and a light drizzle. And as you get closer,
Oh.
you notice that there is a red creature sitting on the roof.
The no, a what?
Can I
What?
identify this creature?
It would be Zod.
Oh.
Huh.
I love how you all seem so
Raining
disappointed.
Gee, thanks, guys. I wasn't gonna say
Aw.
anything, but I'm glad he did. Nah!
I was expecting a magical animal or something. I was like, ooh, yay!
I am a magical animal, asshat! Fucking A!
Okay, so I'm sorry. So you're on the roof and you're
Is
brooding.
this a spell?
Kind of, but
I'm the DM. You can't just leave me in the dark.
oh yes.
Just like him.
So he's on the roof. Oh, shit, I'm not gonna type it. He's on the roof, communing with himself and praying to his deity.
Couldn't
the
have
rain.
told me that.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt when you were talking to him. Sorry.
You sent me like 4 DMs. Just send me one. I need specifics. You can't just make things vague for me. I gotta know so I can weave the story.
My bad. Sorry. God. I was entertained for a small time there.
Okay. Sorry. There's stuff. Oh God. I see what you're laughing at now.
The Millennium Falcon, leave him alone.
So.
He's gotta go the 9 parsecs, like right now.
For our audio listeners, Vanera's dog is happily humping in the background, and it's fucking hilarious.
Not just humping, he has a Millennium Falcon pillow that
Ludicrous speed.
absolutely loves. Goes warp speed on it.
Okay, shifting the conversation back. You see Zon sitting on the roof, and he's excuse me. He's sitting cross-legged, and there's a little bit of cloud overhead. And it's odd. It seems to start light, and then as it falls, it gets heavier and turns into little spatterings of rain. And Kasumi, where are you while he's brooding on the roof, making a little tiny bit of rain?
So I would have been like lounging on the couch, just kind of sitting there chilling. Would I have seen you walk outside, Son?
If you were paying attention, very possible.
I think she probably would have been like, they're gonna be back soon. She's just gonna keep lounging on the couch.
Okay. As you're lounging there, you would hear the familiar sound of a light rain, but you wouldn't see any rain.
She'd probably get up to look out the window because her curiosity was piqued, but when she doesn't see anything, she's like, meh.
So as the three of you return to the inn and you see Zahn up on the roof doing his thing, what do?
It ain't raining season. Not for another couple months.
Would it not be more logical to do this while sitting at the well?
I mean, I don't know. Why don't you go ask him? He is your pa, ain't he?
Father!
Doesn't answer.
Just yells louder, Father!
Still not answering.
You might need to go up
Said-
there.
Probably let him be.
Okay.
See hands zipping all over the place in Tabletop Simulator.
Oh, that might be me. It's recognizing my mouse as I'm.
It's
doing
not just you. There are a
browser
couple
stuff.
hands
Oh.
zip, popping all over the place.
Let's see.
I keep hearing things in the background and thinking they're in their room.
Okay. So Zahn, while you are up communing, trying to focus your energies and get into contact with your deity, you, for the first time in quite a long time, you feel a familiar chill as the air around you seems to grow cooler in the otherwise hot desert heat.
Oh.
You feel a slight breeze on the back of your neck, very comforting to you. But then the sensation drifts away, clouds above your head disperse, and you're left on the roof, a little damp, and the heat slowly catching back up as the chill wears off. What are the rest of you doing? What is anyone doing?
What time is it?
At this point, it's early to mid-afternoon. You've had your lunch. You've gone to the general store. Zahn's been up trying to commune.
Leave Bowie alone. I'll go curl up at one of like the table booth type things if Amanda has any comfier chairs and just read my book.
Against the wall, to the left side of the fireplace, there are a few cloth-covered sofas that you can sit on, kind of sprawl out a little bit.
Okay.
You do notice as you're reading your book that the text, it almost slips your notice, but the text flashes green for a moment, and then it's back to the regular black lettering.
Oh,
Everything okay over there?
think so.
Hmm.
Nothing else changes for her.
Nope, nothing out of the normal. Well, the normal.
Normal.
She keeps reading. Just
Is Amanda still in the inn?
You do see her hobbling back and forth behind the counter, grabbing some food, going back outside, and seems to be heading towards the direction of the previous sheriff's office.
Can I hop down from the roof as she's walking away and intercept her?
Sure. As you hop down, she seems to be carrying a bag in the crook of one arm with what seems to be food on the inside, and the other hand holding a pitcher of water. Yes.
I'm gonna. Oh, sorry. Somebody literally messaged me the second I said yes. I'm gonna hold out a small jar that's about half full of water, and hand it to her.
Thank you.
You should drink that. It's probably gonna taste a lot better than anything around here. Probably have a mountain springy taste to it.
She takes the jar in her left hand and kind of. Very well. Thank you.
Sorry for the rain.
She
Go
kind of
walk
looks
back
up
towards
at the
the end.
sky and doesn't see any rain, but the water is very clear, and she kind of sniffs at it and heads on back over towards the sheriff's office.
Walk back to the end.
Okay. You all are more or less gathered back at the inn. Is there anything you would like to do?
When did the sheriff say, or when did they say the sheriff was supposed to be here?
You would remember Canlin said in a day or two.
I have an idea. What if like some of us or maybe like me just ride out a little bit out of ways of town where the sheriff and all them should be coming in and see if they're coming a little bit earlier or later or something like that. Just so we can prepare and not get caught with our pants down, even though I don't wear pants.
I was actually about to say that. I was like, do you wear pants? I mean, who would go other than you?
I mean, who else can ride?
I don't like. Usually, other than one.
Yeah, I'm not one to ride on other animals' backs. Usually when I travel, it's in my true form. I don't think I could keep up.
Maybe easier to see if Canlin can give us some insight.
That might be best.
If you'd like to go do that.
Just me alone to talk to her.
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. No, gosh, no.
I'm gonna
Hell no.
Oh, I'm gonna nudge him a little bit.
No, hey. All right. Get the heck out of my face.
Got the hots for Miss Swift song, huh?
No, I don't. I'm leaving. Come on, Raptor. Come on, Burger. Let's go.
Make sure you hide your face. You're blushing.
I am blushing. I can't blush. I'm a lizard.
It's got a point. Okay, so Pez goes to speak to Canlin.
Mhm.
Okay, the sun is starting to get lower in the sky. It's a nice orange glow, long shadows. You can see that as you pass the street with the sheriff's office on it, it is a smoldering wreck. You don't see any more flames, but there is definitely a glow in the within the beams and rubble, we'll say. The amount of people standing around watching has diminished quite a bit. You can see Amanda passing out food and pouring some water for the 3 or 4 people that are still standing around keeping watch. You can see that some chairs have been brought so that they don't have to be standing the whole time. There's a couple kids running around, but they're keeping a fair distance away from it. Every now and then you see one of them get brave and chuck a rock in there just to see the sparks go up into the sky, and they giggle and run away as an adult comes chasing after them. So you go further up the street, and you go to the Dragonfly railway station, and I'm assuming over to Canlin's office.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you do?
Is that like a stool that I can stand on so I can look inside?
There's not so much a stool. There are some benches for where people would normally sit to wait for the train. but no real stools.
Ooh, I have an idea.
I'm gonna grab hamburger. Just like a
Stand on.
hamburger. And I'm going to lift him up into the bars and just like
Hey, hello, is anyone there?
You hear a squeal of surprise and a thud of a and she goes, "It's a talking velociraptor!"
Oh no, it's just me. And I poke a hand up along with the raptor. Just like,
Whoa!
it's just me.
You hear some more scraping and something being set back upright and a little bit of rustling, and eventually you see Candlin and her head and her little hat dangling on one of her horns as she crawls up on the counter to peer through the bars. Oh, well, hello. What can I do for you?
Say,
I take my hat off in respect.
you didn't have any more information about the sheriff and his posse and all that, like an exact ETA?
He just said day or two.
How, and it was his like full posse, right? Like, how many men we talking?
She kind of takes her hands and just sort of props her head in them. You see her tail waggling around behind her. She starts kind of like counting. You can see like movement in her sleeves. And it seems like she's counting. 7, maybe.
7,
Including him.
including him. I like those odds. Those are some pretty good odds.
Out of character. What else was I supposed to ask? You can tell I'm out of character because I'm using a deeper voice.
Using my voice.
Gone from kobold nymph to sexy nymph.
I have multiple kobold voices, so like we wanted to know about the mayor, but or the sheriff, but what else? Was that pretty much it?
Yeah, I think that was it.
Any useful information of maybe where we would be hiding, where we could, make use of terrain and or.
You wouldn't happen to know which location they'd be riding in on, would you? Like, are they coming in from? Let me look at the map here. Zooming in. Oh, Jesus, too far. Oh, geez, mouse, what you doing? Are they gonna be riding in from the southeast near the mine?
She kind of furrows her brow a little bit and goes, I don't know. You didn't tell me nothing. Just coming back.
That's useful information. I'm pretty sure that them seeing their former sheriff building in, well, the way it is, they'll probably come looking for whoever did that. I'm pretty sure they would know who did it. Well, then again, they don't know who we are.
Well, Mayor did tell him that you were causing trouble.
What all has the mayor said? I mean, have you and him talked a lot?
Nope.
Does he even know you exist?
He's got to know I exist. He came and sent a message through me.
Well, that is true.
Silly kobold.
You know how it is.
The heat. No, he just said 5 troublemakers. Come back quick as you can.
Well, okay, I'm assuming we're the troublemakers. Well, we might be able to catch him and get him.
Sure hope so. He's a meanie.
I'm not
He's
gonna
not
lie,
very
I
nice
thought-
to me.
I thought you said capture him and eat him. I was about to be like, wow, this just got dark as fuck.
Pocket bacon.
One last question before I mosey on out of here. Can I have some of that bacon, please?
Oh, sure. She pulls out like 3 strips and puts them through the bars.
Oh, thank you.
And then the raptor just annihilates them.
There's lint on that one. Nope. Okay. It's gone.
Yep, well, one of those pieces was for me, but, I'm just going to go. Have a good evening.
Okay, bye. Flap, 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 flap.
If Kalen's the big bad, I'm gonna be very upset.
Making a note.
Oh God, no.
No!
BBEG circle. Okay. The shadows are getting longer. The sky is getting darker. What are you guys doing?
Having dinner, going to bed.
Yerp.
I have a suggestion.
Are you
So,
suggesting this to all of us?
yeah.
Other than just on his
Yes,
own back?
this is in character.
Okay.
So, with all of my extra time today to just sit here and kind of think about things, so the mayor pretty much knows what we did.
What did we do?
Exactly. And he's sending for the sheriff to come back here and I guess take care of us. They don't know a lot about us, but the few things that they do know is that we've been here with Amanda. I'm worried about Amanda if we're here when they get back.
Are you saying this inside the tavern?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
saying this to us in character.
It's at this point that Amanda comes back and, don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. He wouldn't dare come in here.
I have a feeling he would though. We've kind of we've kind of poked the bear a little.
I'm glad you said we. I'm glad you admitted that. Thank you.
Amanda hobbles behind the counter and pulls down the rifle that looked like it was on display, but as she racks around through it, seems very real. Would not be the first time I've sent him running from my inn.
That's my concern, is he's not coming back alone. And
Married.
we are kind of here to make things better and not make things worse for you.
She kind of slowly turns and looks at Brick and Zahn.
Hi! I didn't say that, she did.
I think we've leapt far past that. I am prepared. I've spoken to the other townsfolk. We are as ready as we can be. You 5. Worry on yourselves. They know it's you, it would seem, not us. So, I wish you all the best of luck. And considering this might be the last time I see you all, well, perhaps in the morning, maybe, room's still on the house. Gesture of good faith. Is there
We
anything
could set a
else?
trap.
What kind of trap?
We could.
Welcome back, Pez.
Oh yeah, I'm walking in the window. Jeez.
As he has
Walking in the
what kind of
window.
trap I reach-
Hamburger!
As he says, what kind of trap? I hold up 2 sticks of dynamite.
No, no.
I like where you're going with this.
Please, no more fire.
We could appear like the rooms that we are occupying are occupied, but not be here, and hide out somewhere, and then surprise them
Like an ambush.
like an ambush.
I like it.
I like that
Totally
idea
not
too.
Lord of the Rings themed.
Oh, I see what you did there. Clever girl.
Totally not like that.
We'll look over at Amanda. Amanda,
Yes.
anywhere close to here that's semi-abandoned and has good view of the inn?
No, sorry. Everything on the main street is pretty much occupied.
Damn.
We could camp out.
I mean, I'm used to camping out. Kind of my primary means of sleeping.
What's the building in front of the inn? There's like a small little building between the inn and the saloon.
Outhouse. Tis the shelter.
That's where's Das.
Are you looking at this little building here?
Sure.
I guess my hand isn't exactly.
Yeah.
So, sorry, you're talking about the house across the street from the inn, or the house
Yes,
between the
yeah,
inn and
across
the
the-
mayor's place?
Between the inn and the saloon.
Oh, yes, that's
Yeah.
a larger outhouse.
Oh, okay.
I like your approach. I wonder, could I get a volunteer?
Bring it on, baby.
All right, hold out your hand.
Why?
Just you volunteered.
Damn it, you're right. I'll hold out my hand.
Okay, so she's going to. I don't know if this works, but I'm gonna try it. She's gonna reach out and touch your hand, Zon, and she's gonna cast invisibility.
Interesting.
So, you are now invisible.
Am I? Am I
Father,
invisible?
where art thou?
You are.
Shut up, you. Oh, damn it, he's a robot. I can't pants him. Fuck!
Yeah,
He's not
a-
wearing
Huh?
clothes.
a creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends.
Who's wearing
How long does it last?
An hour.
I could fuck with people for an hour.
This
You
is
just
not.
see all of a sudden, you just see a stick of dynamite leave fucking Brick's body and walk out the door.
You know, I should have known better.
You see the stick of dynamite walk
Amanda
back in.
just sort of nods and says, "Yeah."
I didn't know if it would work.
See the stick of dynamite walk back in and toss over to Brick. Nah, I'm just fine with you.
Are you having fun?
Oh, immensely.
You're welcome. Don't do anything stupid.
But I wanted to pants someone.
You just hear this very disappointed, disembodied voice.
Well, that is an option in case anyone would like to go the more stealth route.
Go see if the mayor was in.
Mm-hmm.
Did you freeze again?
I think so.
Did you freeze again, DM?
Oh.
Oh, there it goes.
Yep. Yeah, the game's locked up.
Yep, there it goes.
That's okay.
Part of the mind.
I don't know what's going on with that today.
That's okay. We haven't needed it at the moment, so not the end.
Yeah. Gotta find a better method. Maybe
It's
that Tailspire will work out. Far less customizable, but it's very cool looking.
Do we all need that, or does just one person?
Yeah, it looks like everyone would need it because you gotta send invites for it. But
Okay.
I'm
Wait.
still messing around with that. And actually, if anyone's interested when we're done tonight, I can share the screen and kind of show you guys what it looks like and see if it's something that we're interested in. But regardless of that, so what's everyone doing at the moment?
Making ghost noise and hovering around random people.
Where?
Yes.
Ooh.
Are we staying
You
here?
do it near Brick. Brick just starts to swat the air.
Instead of staying here, I like your idea of making duplicate us in the beds. So why don't we do that and camp out nearby?
Oh. It's about to be like, whoa, wait, the game doesn't normally make that sound.
So
Oh.
we make duplicate us with like bed sheets and pillows and stuff.
Throw some blood on the bed to make it look like a red rabbit.
Okay, did everybody get an invite back in?
Yes.
Just keep hearing more.
So, Amanda, where's a good place to camp out there? Can we be? Wait a minute, I messed that sentence up. Where we can be hidden.
Well, there's not much in the way of hiding apart from being in a structure. It's pretty flat and barren out here. And you would know, having gone to the sheriff's office and been up and down the main street, that there's, apart from just a couple boulders here and there that just no one felt like tidying up, there's not a lot of places to hide. It's pretty much flat desert and buildings.
How about the farm?
Let's stay at the farm if they'd let us.
I'm sure you could go and ask. I don't know if they're a bit of a skittish lot. They may not be comfortable housing someone with the eye of the sheriff.
What about the saloon?
Saloon? Not the kind of place to bed down in the way that you are looking to do.
Just hear this voice. Oh, guys,
Or-
wait! I could go scare the people who live at the ranch out of the house.
Let's
No, that's
No,
a bad
let's
idea.
not.
No.
You've
let's
done
not.
enough damage.
No.
Wait. What about the station? Is it as big as like what's on the map? Is that what the station looks like?
You would have known, having been there. The station is sort of like a very big
Stop.
pavilion. So on either side, it's just pillars holding up a roof, and in the center is where
No.
Canlin's office essentially would be, where she sends her messages and gets people their tickets for the train. You could certainly sleep around on the benches and whatnot, but it's not exactly hiding friendly.
I'm not trying to play with you, but let it
We could go just stay at the mayor's house.
Oh.
He's
We'll
got
stay.
plenty of rooms.
I could haunt it! Let's do it!
I already suggested that.
Yeah.
I
she
like
did.
that idea. Let's do it. Ooh, it's the mayor's house. I'm haunted!
No.
Vanera's got the good ideas tonight. We're gonna do a stakeout mayor's house.
Okay. So is that what you guys are going to do? You're going to go crash at the mayor's?
Cabbages.
Yeah, just whistling cabbages all the way.
How do you whistle cabbages?
Just like that.
Very carefully.
Okay, so
Enough.
you all head off to the mayor's house. Amanda wishes you the best. You guys just walk right in through the front door.
Does it look
No.
like he's been back
What?
since we crashed the party?
I'm sorry, say
Are the
again?
lights on now?
No, the house is dark.
Okay. Does it look like he came back in between when we killed a bunch of carpets and now?
Well, are you looking from outside or are you going inside?
Fuck, I'm going inside. I'm haunting his house. Can't do
He's
that
still
from outside.
invisible.
Make a perception check.
Let's
do you have
do
dark
it!
vision? Do you have dark vision?
Technically, yes. I think.
There's no technically. It's a yes or no.
No. What I mean, I don't quite remember. Yes, I do. Okay.
Okay, then it would be just a straight roll.
Okay. And it's
Oh.
what is it again? Perception, you said?
Yes.
Ooh, +5, and I rolled a 17, so that would be 22.
Nothing seems to have changed apart from where there were once lit torches and candles. They all seem to have burned down to their stumps, and they are no longer lit.
That's a lot of candles this guy has to replace. As you see, as you see a stump picked up hovering in the air.
I'm going to. We're bedding down here, right? I'm going to place a Well, I was
can
gonna put like a
actually
trap.
spawn that in for you so you can see it again.
Ooh, perfect.
Just pretend the lights aren't on.
Yeah. The secret entrance is right there.
Yep.
Does anyone happen to have any anything that would be very useful to let us know if anyone comes in through this here secret entrance? Just so we don't get attacked from behind from that weird teleportation circle.
Brick has some dynamite.
We suggested that last time, and we're like, we can't figure out a good way to make this work.
I have
Well, I
more
mean-
than 5 seconds to make it work now.
What if we just block it off? Like, we can move this here giant bathtub. This thing's huge. Like, holy hell, this thing's massive. Well, for me, at least. But what if we move this in front of that, so that then if anyone does come in here, we'll hear them clang and rustle and probably hit their head and drown.
Okay.
That would be ideal.
Splash.
Splish splash, they were taking a bath. And died.
Doo-doo.
So, bathtub in front of secret entrance.
Okay,
Just
the
as like
bathtub
a
is
trap.
still full of water, and you move. What is going on?
What the heck?
Who? Why was a
Move your
chair?
chair.
Whose chair is that? Oh.
Andy!
My screeners is setting so much.
Right, because I'm trying to lock the chair so you hooligans can't grab it. Apparently.
So the bathtub is now in front of the door.
Okay.
Um,
Now I'm I'm assuming that you were saying cabbages as you wander through
Yes.
all the rooms. Okay. Just checking. Kirsten, were you able to get back in?
Yeah, finally.
Just want to make sure. Okay. Is there anything else that you guys are doing before bedding down? And where are you bedding down?
yeah.
Just having a cuddle puddle on the.
Oh, wait a
California
minute! Wait a
King.
minute! Are the mimics at the pelts at the foot of his bed mimics?
Well, no, but the two mimics that you killed there before are definitely there, and their viscera is still very much covering the floor.
Aw, damn it! I was gonna sleep on one of the mimics, and while it growled at me, it'd be a vibrating bed.
It actually does not smell good in there.
Oh, I'm not sleeping in there then.
What's over here?
Well, there's that lion rug was another dead mimic, so that's kind of pulled up underneath the piano and doesn't smell all that great. And you would remember that this room was filled with mimics as well that were not killed.
Did we kill the mimic in the study?
No.
It was basically you guys just stabbed it once or twice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, not stabbed. You hit it with an axe.
Mm-hmm.
The guy sleep at his
What's-
desk.
What's the plan, guys?
Well, I'll sleep in here in the bathroom just in case if anyone does hit their head on the bathtub.
Mm,
I stay out in the main hall.
You're gonna stay out in the main entrance with the
The main
fountains and all?
foyer.
Foyer.
Oh, yay.
I guess I can do the same. Oh, dude, wait. Wait, Kasumi.
Mhm.
We could hide in the closets. Right next to the door.
Was there anything in there?
Jackets.
Okay.
If they're gonna be hiding there, just so we're not all totally split up, Veneer, where are you hiding?
I guess I'm gonna hide in this one.
The bigger closet.
It's more roomy.
But I don't actually have my character. Is that because I didn't do something?
Oh, no, Vanera took it earlier.
Alright, then I'm going to hide
Not
in
Henry.
the office.
I feel like we're playing Clue.
With the... It was
With
Brick
the
in the
mimic.
office!
With the mimic!
So you do see the bear rug still there looking at you as you go inside. And
Cabbages.
Sleep on it. Sleep on it. It will vibrate as it growls.
that's a terrible idea.
Fuck you. They won't kill it.
Just put the
Cabbages.
So you're going to stay in the office with the bear mimic?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Pez is with Hamburger in the bathroom with the tub in front of the secret door. Vanera's in the big closet. Kasumi and Zahn are hanging out in the front, much smaller, cramped closets. And Brick is being very brave and sleeping in a room with a previously wounded mimic rug.
At this point, all the jackets. Oh, wait a minute. Can I see if there's a tiny hat in this room?
In the closet? No, there's no hats in there.
Fuck. Okay, well I'm gonna knock all the jackets on the ground so that I can sleep on them.
At this moment, it occurs to Brick whether or not how long cabbages last. Looks at the bear rug, looks at the door, looks at the bear rug, goes, and then walks out and goes to the room across the hall.
Okay.
The table starts growling at you.
All I can think of is just Brick waking up to.
Yeah, the bear just like gnawing on my foot, just like.
No, he's the jaw hinges like a snake.
Okay, so you all bed down for the evening?
I'm gonna be in my fox form.
Okay. Nice, small, compact.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything anyone else would like to do before sleeping for the night?
Nope.
I'm gonna try to stay up for the first 4 hours.
Yeah, are we gonna keep
watch.
watch? I'll take second watch.
I could.
Hamburger and I are gonna just. We're just vibing.
I was about to say, it doesn't matter if you sleep, you sure as hell gonna hear ka-dong, slush, 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 slush. What are you doing in here?
Pez is actually starting to nod off when he hears a splash, wakes up in a panic, and it's just Hamburger swimming in the tub.
Wah.
It quacked.
So, are you going in shifts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who's taking first watch?
I can.
Okay, so Kasumi and Zahn. Okay.
Oh no, I was gonna say her. I was gonna take the third one.
The third watch.
How long do I need to be in stasis for?
Yeah, Kasumi, me, and then Zahn.
Okay.
All right. After the first 6 hours, I'll be awake anyway, so I can take. That's what the last 2 shifts.
Yes, you would be able to be awake for the third shift, I believe.
Okay.
I believe that's right.
Alright.
Okay. So first watch, roll perception at disadvantage
Okay.
because you are in a closet.
Yeah.
I'm not coming. You can just go. Wait.
Let's see. Not good. Let's see if that one's worse. No. 5.
5. A few times through your watch, you have to peek out of the closet door because you hear a sound, creaking or of some sort. But then you sit and you listen. There's nothing else. Perhaps it was the house settling. Perhaps it was one of your companions shifting in their sleep. You're not entirely sure. But the front doors are still closed. No lights are on. And your watch passes without much incident.
Okay.
Or so you think. Blum, blum, blum. Who was on second watch?
Me.
Me. Okay.
Me.
Are you staying in your closet for your watch?
I am going to just wander back and forth, I guess. Not going into the fucking library. Just wander back and forth, keeping mindful of like the windows and stuff.
Okay. Roll a perception check and see how your watch goes for the night.
You could make a song about cabbages.
Cabbages,
Uh,
cabbages.
9.
9. Your watch more or less goes without incident. There's you hear a thud, but then you hear kind of an ow as one of the others in the front closets rolled and smacked their knee against the wall in their confined space. Otherwise, the night goes without much incident. It's quiet. The smell kind of creeps in just a little bit. You're getting used to it at this point from the various dead creatures, but otherwise, nothing of note.
Okay.
And who was on third? Okay.
Am I awake at this point or not?
Yes.
It's 6 hours.
Yes, you would be.
You are? Okay.
You would be able to be awake at this point after your full long rest.
Disadvantage, you said, right?
You are in a closet.
I literally rolled the same fucking thing twice.
I'll
14
walk out
plus
to the foyer.
14 plus what? Was it perception?
Okay, so Brick,
14.
you're in the front hall.
Mhm.
Roll a perception check, please. So is 14's on?
Plus 5, so it's 19.
Okay.
10.
Guys, come on. So Zon, as you're in the closet, your ears are able to pick up quite a bit of noise, but after peeking out a few times, you notice that the noise is just Brick as he wanders around the foyer a little bit. Brick, you're doing your best to listen for anything unusual, but you're finding this quiet time a nice little escape to really look around the room. You're looking at the chandeliers, you're looking at the fountains, you're looking at the big suits of armor, just kind of taking everything in because this is really only the second time you've seen things quite like this. Towards the end of your shift, Zon, in your nice, quiet, dark closet, you find it very difficult to keep your eyes awake, and you find yourself nodding off again. As you fall asleep, you hear a voice. It's quiet at first, and it's calling your name. And it's a voice you've heard many, many times in your past.
Ah, fuck.
It's your mentor.
Ah,
The one-
fuck.
The one who trained you and essentially taught you most everything you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to hear what she's saying, but it becomes clearer. Wake up. Wake up.
I wouldn't sleep.
As you're waking up, you hear the last vestiges in your mind, clear as a bell. It's Valkyrie's voice saying, "Wake up, he's here." And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Fuck you!
Ruh-roh.
God
Ruh-roh.
damn it.
All right. Little bit lax, a little bit slow, but there needed to be some investigation, and I was really not expecting you fuckers to burn down a fucking building.
Hi!
Yep.
I'm me!
I claim no responsibility. Brick is a 4-year-old. He does not think about consequences. It's
Uh,
4-day-old, sorry.
I was
Like
gonna
a-
say,
a
technically,
week
let me
old.
look at my calendar.
He's what, 5 days old now?
No, you're 4 days old. Well,
Not
actually,
he's 4
tec-
days old.
Technically,
Well-
with this increase in the day, you are officially 5 days old. Congratulations.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's not a happy birthday. It's fucking happy 5th day.
Celebrate the little things, okay?
Happy you haven't died yet.
Yes.
We'll change that.
So you guys definitely went down some paths I was not expecting. I'm starting to learn, and we'll hopefully
Gotta
be
give
able-
you a taste of your own medicine, bud.
At that pap. I never did that to you. It was always, where is he? That one. Right there,
Which
that
one?
guy.
Is it me?
Yes, it's
me,
you,
isn't it?
you dickhead.
It's me. I knew it was me. You always should expect the unexpected with me.
I was more or less kind of prepared for what I thought you guys would choose to do, and that kind of didn't fucking happen. So, I got some prep work to do. It's a good challenge. I like it. All right,
Keep
so
you on
thank you
your toes.
everybody so much for joining us tonight. Don't forget, we do have a Discord. More or less, we'll pop in there and chat around and whatnot. We'll be back in another 2 weeks or so. So keep up with us on Instagram. The link should be, well, it'll be, oh, wait, it's right there, right beside me. At fools&flagons, right there. Cool.
Yeah, look at that.
So, does anybody have anything else that they want to say or talk about super quick?
Thank you for watching.
Okay.
I will find a way to use that.
Be sure to pet your hamburgers every night.
Hamburgers.
Respect the Yumburgers. All right, we will be back in another 2 weeks, as I said. Hope you guys have a pleasant evening, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.